Hi everyone, Shoni from Shoni Gaming here, and once again it is Wednesday. And what does that mean? That means we are flying again. Hello there, Drunken Simming, Sharabel, good to see you guys already. Hope you're already parked on the runway. It's going to be a brilliant flight today. It's going to be very cool. Today we are continuing our flight with the world trip. Marky Pro, good to see you, man. Hello. And last Friday, I want to go back to last Friday. Last Friday we did our actually first cabin crew takeover with Quirt as the captain. And what a flight it was. We have Weem. By the way, Weem, hope you are feeling better. Hope you are really feeling better, my friend. MSEP, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Last Friday we did the first cabin crew takeover. We flew over Canada, over Vancouver, over Quirt's house. It was a really nice flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. And that actually means that next week Friday, so not this Friday, but the next week, we will be doing our second cabin crew takeover. Which means you guys can submit once again your flight plans. I really liked it. So yeah, it's a keeper. That's definitely a keeper. Okay guys, what are we going to do today? Well, today we, as I said, are... Nope, that one. We are flying over Croatia. We are starting actually in Slovenia, where we landed last Thursday. And we are headed down south along the Adriatic coast. Then all the way, cabin crew flight was indeed a lot of fun, drunk simming. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, it kind of spiced things up a little bit. It's not that I don't like doing this. I mean, I love flying around the world with you guys. But you know, it's kind of it's a nice change of pace. You know, it's nice. I liked it. So yeah, why not do that? And actually, it gave me a day off. So yeah, basically, it gives me 2 days off. I don't have to plan anything. That's on to you. So yeah, change it exactly. So yeah, today we are flying all the way along the coastline there up to Rijeka. I installed a custom scenery for Rijeka. Sebastian, good to see you. What's up? We are doing good, man, and we are just about to plan our flight for today. So yeah, will you fly over Romania on this trip? Unfortunately, Sebastian, we already flew over Romania. Actually, when did we fly over Romania? It was quite a while, actually. Romania. We flew over, that was, I think, in the 3rd month, actually, somewhere in November or something like that. We actually flew over Vlad's castle twice, while in a thunderstorm in Romania, and I nearly crashed. It was absolutely brilliant. Beautiful country in Romania, by the way, where you live. So yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, unfortunately, we already flew over that part. We are now actually on our last leg, heading south, or last leg of Europe, heading south towards Africa. That's where we are headed next. But first, we still have to do a lot of Balkan flights. To be honest, I thought that Croatia was a lot smaller. Somehow in my mind it seemed that Croatia was a lot smaller, and I was planning like, okay, we'll be flying over Croatia and then probably straight into Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah, no, that actually takes 2 days. So next Friday we will be landing in Bosnia, but yeah, or coming Friday actually. How long are you doing this trip since? Actually, we have been doing this trip since September, and basically that is what we're doing. 440,000 kilometers, Sebastian. Yeah, 2,200 plus hours. We just flew basically all around Europe and Scandinavia, so also Central and Eastern Europe. But yeah, today we are continuing this flight right here. If you want to join us, download the flight plan from the Discord channel, and you can basically get it there. I am flying, as always, the 172, my friend. As always, our dirty mind, always the 172. We are flying this trip around the world in the 172. At least I am. You guys, however, if you want to fly along, that's up to you. So you can basically take any plane you want. Basically any plane you want. So yeah, today we are continuing from Rijeka all the way up to Zagreb, which I also installed a custom scenery for. Then we are headed south all the way back, and we are landing right there on the tiny island of what's it called? A Lozenge Island Airport. Gotta buy, yo man, you do. It is so good, Sebastian. It is so good, and I will show you in a bit how good it is. Yeah, well, no, actually it isn't, Sebastian. Actually it isn't. You can get it on the Microsoft Game Pass for basically $1 or €1 a month. So, and that's for the first 3 months. The first 3 months it's $1, then the price goes up. But you can give it a go on the Game Pass, and the standard version is installed on the Game Pass. There you go. That's the link right there. So, yeah, oh man, I wish I was affiliated with Game Pass. I mean, I would have been loaded by now. So yeah, that is what we're flying today, and I'll be switching right now, as you can see, to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and so this is my flight. Now I thought this was actually the scenery install, but no, we have wildlife for the first time. We actually have wildlife, so we're going to see if we can find those seagulls. So I'm not sure what to look for, but we're going to have to wait and see. We did install Zagreb right there, as you guys can see. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Wing Drunken Simming already on the runway there. As always, guys, if you want to join, I am on the North European server, so simply hop on to the North European server. The flight, set it to all players right there. That's the only thing you actually need to do. The other two are really not that important. I tried to do it on live weather, but still. And yeah, we have our trusty little Cessna 172 all good to go. So I say, let's fly. Let's fly. It's going to be really, really cool. By the way, guys, if you are... oh, excellent, man. There, MSEP. Excellent. By the way, guys, if you are still interested, as usual, indeed, interested in getting your hands on a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator, if we reach 1,000 followers, I will give away a standard version of Microsoft Flight Simulator for either Steam or for Microsoft Store. So once we reach the 1,000 followers, exactly, so we're now we're 230 followers short basically, but once we reach that, I will give away a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, that's a little bit from me to you guys, basically. All right. Oh, it's cloudy. Oh, it's cloudy. That's not good. Alright guys, let's get this show on the road. First things first, what do we need to do? First things first. We set on the pidot heat. It is 16 degrees. We should not run into any kind of problems. It is going to be very cloudy today, so I might have to invoke the Arnold, yeah, and push away the clouds. Get to the chopper. So yeah, it is real weather. It is absolutely real weather, but I'll show you in a sec. Alright, we'll be setting our altitude to about 3,000 feet. That should be high enough. I'll turn off the caution. The PDF, I will set the wind for, as always, option 3, 7 knots right there. That is very, very nice. And actually, yeah, once again, we have backwind. I don't know why it always sends me with backwind up in the air. I have no clue. Set my flaps to 1, to 10 actually, flaps 10. Let me see, we will start the flight plan right there, and we'll zoom out the range a little bit. And that should be that, actually. Now, as you can see, flaps out, drunk simming right there. We have, let me see, Wing right behind us in the TBM as always. And yes, this is real weather there, Sebastian. Yeah, it is live weather, it is live surrounding, everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. And it can be scarily accurate. It can be scarily accurate. But there are a few very, very cool things coming up, by the way. Very cool things, which I will be talking about once we are up in the air. So I am taking off right now. There we go. We just got the new flight predictions to be reset. I am going to see that I can get this baby up to about 60 nautical miles. Then pull up and smash into the trees. God, I hope not. Yeah, there we go. About 50. There we go. Yesterday flew from Inverness to Dublin. Scottish weather is at its best or worst. Yeah, probably pea soup. Yeah, it is. Alright, now. I need to gain a little bit of height so I can get over that mountain ridge right there. And I am slowly, I am still climbing with airspeed. That is very important. I need to gain a little bit of altitude right there. Ooh, have to reset my altimeter right there as well. And basically, I think we are up and running, guys. Yeah, I am slowing down a little bit. But we are still, yeah, nice climb at 500 feet per minute. That's good. Alright, and now we are making our turn towards the coastline. And the first town that is coming up should be Rovinj. That is the one that we are aiming for, actually, along the coastline. So, yeah, we are actually good to go. I can raise the flaps, trim a little bit, and trim the nose a little bit right there. There we go. Alright, guys. Cool thing is, actually, talking about the weather, Microsoft has announced, as you guys know, I am looking for seasons. I really want to get the seasons going, and that is going to be introduced this year. This year we are actually getting seasonal changes automatically to the simulator at no cost. You will not have to pay anything for that, so that's pretty cool. I see you will fly close to the city of Pula. It is. Oh, really? Whoops. Well, there you go. There you go. Hey, Kurt. Morning there, my friend. We were just also talking about you. As I said, I am really looking forward to things like seasonal changes. It will create so much more immersion. Hey, Grumpy Gamer, dude. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you are enjoying yourself as well. Hope you guys, by the way, all had a wonderful weekend. That is very important. But yeah, seasonal changes. I really am looking forward to that. As you guys know, I am flying VFR. I am flying this little rust bucket all around the world. So we get to see everything up close. And how cool would it be actually to see the seasons change? See the colors change, and it would be so awesome. So yeah. Has anyone tried the WeatherForce plugin? Actually, Grumpy Gamer, I have not tried it myself, but what I have heard actually is that people are really on the fence with that one. Apparently, it's kind of the same as the in-game weather system. It is somehow the weather system is what it is, and it's really hard to actually get it to work accurately. Even with the Rex Force one is also it sometimes it usually gives the right weather like live weather does, but sometimes it just bugs out, and it's really strange why it does that. No one can actually explain why it does that. So yeah, to be honest, if I were you, old Grumpy Gamer, I would not go directly to something like a updated weather simulation, because yeah, so it's the same, but yeah, exactly. It basically it can bug out, you know. It's like sometimes the live weather is at fault. Sometimes and you can switch to Rex and it will have great weather, or Weather Force. Sometimes Weather Force is at its fault. You switch back to live, and live is good. It is, yeah. You know, and also, what is very interesting is that York also explained from Asobo, actually said, we are dedicated to creating a very, very accurate weather model, so you will not need actual third-party weather apps. So yeah, so basically, spend your money on planes instead of trying to fiddle with the weather. Yeah, usually the weather will be kinda okay. It will be kinda okay, basically, yeah. Yeah, exactly, old Grumpy Gamer. I mean, we're now actually at the point where we're starting to get near study level aircraft, so it is going to be planes where Quart is on a buying spree. But yeah, it is slow. Novigrad down below, by the way. Jeremy Rio, thank you very much and welcome to the cabin crew, my friend. Welcome to the cabin crew. Hope you are enjoying yourself today on this gloomy day along the Croatian coastline right here. We are already in Croatia. I heard the Asobo Ultralight comes out. Man, I am so looking forward to that one. That's the one I'm going to buy. The thing is, once you spend your 60 or 120 beer tokens on, or up to 120 beer tokens on Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's where basically the money for Asobo ends. And Asobo has stated, we are going to invest in this simulation for a long time to come. We are going to invest in this simulation for a long time to come. Actually, 10 years. They are going to invest in the platform as a whole for the next 10 years. Now, once you spend those 60 or 120 beer tokens, you're kind of done. You know, that's basically where the money flow for Asobo ends. Unless they start making sceneries themselves or planes themselves. And they are. And that's the reason why I'm going to sponsor them, to make sure Asobo makes enough money to keep this platform going as long as it can. So yes, if Asobo brings out any kind of scenery or plane, I will buy it. I will buy it, definitely. I will buy it. Just to make sure those guys get the money. Yes, just to make sure those guys get the money. To keep on going with this. I mean, even it's still a gloomy day, but look at this, guys. Look at that. Out of the box. This is basically the standard version right there. So yeah, with the game coming on console, MSF will be, I'm not sure about. I'm kind of on the fence, you know. Hans indeed made good play, yeah. But I'm to be honest, I'm still very much on the fence about the Xbox Flight Simulator release. And I mean, it's great that they do that. It's great that it will be available. It will drain a lot of new simmers. It will, true. That is true. Thank you very much there, Jeremy Rio. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, it's. I really do enjoy. I really enjoy the fact that the community will be getting bigger because of it. However, playing on a console in a Microsoft in a flight simulator, I think is kind of iffy. Even though you can connect peripherals like Honeycomb and straight to it, and you can also get, of course, I think you can even connect keyboards and mouse to it during Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it that does improve it all a little bit. But yeah, I'm not sure about it. I mean, the whole marketplace integration, will still have to see how that goes. I am, but you know, the more the merrier. I'm not yucking somebody's yum. If you want to play on Xbox, please do so. I mean, please do so. There will be crossplay with PC and Xbox. So yeah, Xbox players will be able to fly along with PC gamers. So if you guys play on a PC, you can fly along with the Sony gaming flights. Not sure only how you are going to integrate the flight plans. I have no idea how that's going to work. I don't know. Through a USB stick or you can access a hard drive or something or the internet. I don't know. I have no clue how that's going to work. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, guys. We'll just have to wait and see. I fly a gamepad and keyboard in study level now. Yeah. Game Pass is going on PS. It is? No. Hey, Flying Fabio. We actually have streamer royalty right there. Fabio is in the house, guys. Please give a shout out to Flying Fabio. Guys, if you want to laugh, if you want to see beautiful things, if you want to enjoy yourself, of course, you fly along with me. Now, if you actually want to learn something, I can learn you a few things, but Flying Fabio right there, he's the man. He's the dude. Yep, he is definitely a celebrity in the house indeed. Celebrity in the house indeed, man. It is, yeah, he is actually the guy that you want for, yeah. Now, we all know that. Fabio, we know. So, yeah, it is, yeah, but I would rather have Sony single-player games on the Xbox, yeah. I mean, that would be really cool. Hey, Captain Sax, welcome, dude. Hello. Welcome to my Croatian flight today. And, yeah, as I said, we are today flying along the Croatian coastline all the way up to Zagreb, and then we are flying back towards the Croatian coastline again, trying to see a little bit of this beautiful, beautiful country. So yeah, it is going to be pretty cool. It is going to be pretty cool. Como estai? Como estai? Yeah, man. Only Fabio can do that with the sultry George Clooney look. I can't make that happen. So yeah, ça va. Merci et toi. Well, I'm doing great there, Captain Sax. I am doing great. Right now we are nicely cruising along over the coastline. So yeah, we are nicely cruising along, having to trim a little bit. And yeah, we are doing it. We're doing it live, guys. We are actually continuing our flight that we stopped on Thursday. Now, as I said, on Friday we had our community, our cabin crew takeover, which was hosted by Quart, and we flew Quart's flight all the way over his house in near Vancouver in Canada, in lovely, lovely Canada. So yeah, it was pretty nice, pretty nice. And right now it is, yeah, unfortunately it isn't that great. I mean, the weather is kind of okay. We can stay low beneath the clouds, but we have had it better, you know. We have had it better. And that is the absolute beauty of this simulation. Right there, live weather, oh Canada, exactly. Live weather right there, but if you want to change that, you basically you channel down Arnold and you go like, okay, now I'm going to chase the clouds and I'm going to push it to broken clouds, and I'm going to fill my lungs with the air, and then I'm going to there you go, and then I'm going to push up the clouds, and again, and make it look beautiful. There you go. Live. Doing it live. There you go. Lovely. Just with a few clicks. So you want it evening, there we go, we pull down the moon, yeah, and we pull down the sun, and there it goes. And now it looks all in the evening. Look at that, flying along the coastline, like that. Feel free to stop by. I will definitely do that, Kurt. I will definitely do that. But I mean, it is that easy. Live, just live. You want to do it back? Well, basically you don't need Arnold for that. So yeah, you just click. So there we go. I mean, it is as easy and as simple as that. I mean, even you can even see the wind changing and stuff like that. I mean, my plane is being pushed up immediately, so I do have to descend a little bit, because we are up in the clouds and you don't want that. So yeah, it's it is, sorry for that. Arnold is going to kick my ass. It's yeah, it's going to be. Oh, by the way, we are now flying over Rovinj, and that is a little town right there. Apparently, it is pretty nice there. This is apparently the counterpart of Venice, and it was once ruled by Venice. Basically, this was a Venetian area and a Venetian outpost right there. And that tiny little island there, unfortunately, you can't really make it out, but that tiny little island right there, that is the old town, and apparently it looks really close to Venice. Unfortunately, not today. I could not find any kind of scenery for that. We do have a special custom scenery installed for the upcoming town of Rijeka. I hope I'm saying this correctly. But yeah. But this is basically the old town right there. It is GG. Thank you very much, Jeremy Rio. Thank you very much. I mean, as I said, guys, this is it is a very serious flight. I do fly this flight on full realism. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But you do have to leave with a laugh. With a laugh and a smile. If this stream is over, it is most important that you guys have the feeling that you you kind of forgot what's going on in the world for about 3 to 4 hours. That's basically my my take on this. And also, of course, we get to see this incredibly beautiful planet up close, straight from the air, full VFR. There it is in all its beauty, and that's exactly what this simulation is so brilliant for. Flying VFR right now. I mean, it is getting better. The third-party developers' planes are coming out. Study-level planes are coming out. Aerosoft released the CRJ, which is apparently very good. The 737 is waiting in the wings to come out. I think that's like 110 beer tokens or something like that. It is kind of expensive, but still, you know, it is pretty good. But yeah, it is. Haven't flown the CRJ in live weather yet, man. You have to do, man. You have to do that. You have to do that. Did Emeka update delivery since the last flight? Not as far as I know. Not as far as I know. Midge, what's up? How are you doing, my friend? But yeah, guys, it is the exact reason why this simulation is so incredibly beautiful and incredibly brilliant. And who do we have flying along? We have Drunk Simming right up there in the air. We have Sharabel right there with us. We have Weem, of course, with us as well. Guys, if you want to join this flight, download the flight plan from the Discord channel and just hop on the North European server or go to Croatia, to the coastline of Croatia. You should see us flying there. You can basically click on us and you can join us from there. So yeah, you can join us from there. Learn about recommend using Sibri from some browser. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's oh, Bush Plemo, good man, good. You're always welcome. Do a circle because you're so slow. I know, right? Well, actually, I'm flying right now at. I'm flying really slow. Usually, this is a lot quicker. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Okay, I somehow actually pushed my throttle all the way back. So yeah, that explains why I'm really slow today. I had a slow start, but I have coffee, and that makes it all better. Anyway, it is, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of dumb. And the thing is, usually, actually, you do not fly with your throttle to the max. I mean, that will basically kill your engine in a few flights. You will need a lot of maintenance on that engine if you do it the way I'm doing it. Fortunately, that is not simulated, at least not in this flight. It is. And that means that I can basically push this thing to the max and make sure that that we actually keep up the speed, so I can completely and totally fly all the flights within the time frame that I have set. So yeah, it is really cool, man. Court, what these guys can do. It is really cool. All right, let's level this puppy out a little bit. But yeah, well, funny that you mentioned that there, Quart. He knew every bolt and system on the plane. That is basically the thing. A lot of people have been talking to me about, yeah, man, these planes they're coming out. They're so expensive and stuff like that, and especially the study level ones. I mean, the study level plane can go up to 120 euros or dollars or beer tokens, whatever it is that you have. Now, basically, that is just as much as the premium version of the entire simulator. So, basically, that's the same price. The thing is, however, first of all, most simulator pilots actually start out flying a lot of things, but eventually just focus on 2, maybe 3 planes total, and that's what they always fly. That's what they always fly. So, it is basically what it means is that you basically stick to your plane. So if you spend that 120 euros and you smear it out over the entire time that you're flying, it isn't actually that much. I mean, it is not like it is downloadable content for a normal game. In this case, you basically pick and choose what you like and you stick with that. And that's basically what's going on. So yeah, that is the reason why these planes are also very expensive. I mean, they have to, first of all, they have to get the license for the plane to actually build it in a simulator. Second of all, they have to pay someone else money to actually create it. The second part is, of course, there is so much work and so much detail going into this to make it exactly accurate, that it is going to be very, very, very pricey eventually to make a product like that, and that is the reason why it's so expensive. So yeah, I mean, that is the exact reason. And if you guys want to already fly commercial right now, for instance, a very good commercial airplane other than the 737, I think that is out now. Try the fly-by-wire one. Try the fly-by-wire mod for the A320. Incredibly cool. Incredibly cool. Actually, funny thing is, yesterday, Yuri asked me to do a flight with him. But we did a flight with your control, which means your control is basically a shared cockpit mod. And he wasn't that. He never actually flew with your control in a shared cockpit. Now, I have done that, and it is really, really cool to do that. It is really, really, really good fun. I mean, we had a lot of fun sharing the cockpit there. Keen Hydra, dude, how are you, man? And yeah, it was really, really cool. Hey, Bush Blammo, I got you in my sights, man. I have you in my sights right there. So yeah, it was really cool. So basically, picked up Microsoft Flight Simulator again. Well played, Keen Hydra. Well, hop on then there. Hop on that wagon and get along, you matey. Get along, yeah. Hop on that train and let's fly along. So that was actually a very, very bad John Wayne impression. I'm sorry, John Wayne. I am sorry for all the people that love John Wayne. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, it is going to be. It was a really interesting flight, actually. I was the co-pilot in his A320, and we took off from. We took off from Gibraltar and flew all the way to Ibiza. Short flight, but it worked pretty well. It worked flawlessly, absolutely flawlessly. So, no, hello. Keep on. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Phew. No. Don't say no. No. This is the first time I actually have this problem. You guys see what's going on there? Boop. There it goes. I'm getting 5 frames per second. Ah, you're getting 55 frames per second. Well, actually, this is bad. As you guys can see, I just basically turned into a... Yeah, this is bad. This is pretty bad. Oh, there it goes again. Huh, interesting. Interesting. So, I kind of had the stutter bug for the first time. I had the stutter bug, but it just was a tiny bit. And now it kind of leveled out. Huh. No, I don't think it was Bush Blammo. It could be. Could be. It might be. It might be. I'm not sure, to be honest. But yeah, it might be. So yeah, it is... yeah. True. Just went back to the menu. Aha. So yeah, that might have been then... But you were... I already saw you, and I did not have that starter immediately, I think. So I'm not sure, actually, Bush Blammo. Yeah, but the thing is, you know, as I said, and I want to state this once again, guys. Yes, at the current time, Microsoft Flight Simulator has a bug where multiplayer can stutter. You can easily solve this by going to your settings, data, and then turning off multiplayer. Unfortunately, you can't see anyone, but you can fly pretty good. So the stutter bug will then not be happening. However, that doesn't mean that, first of all, Asobo wanted this bug to be introduced. I mean, they really don't. And it doesn't mean that they are not working on it, because trust me, they are working on it like crazy. They are working on stuff like that like crazy. What a lot of people don't know is that developers always try to make the patches and updates that they do as best as they can, and as soon as it goes live, people and bugs appear. People think, oh, they did not test it. Yeah, they did. Trust me, they really tested the crap out of it. Trust me, they did. And somehow, still, these things sometimes just happen. They sometimes just happen, and they are working like crazy to fix this stuff. So yeah, and it could be a multitude of things. I mean, recently Windows 10 got an update which caused a lot of problems for some people and not for others. I mean, it is a mix of absolute different circumstances which can cause your system to either bug out or not bug out. In my case, this was the actual first time that I actually had it in all the weeks that we have been flying, and this bug has been prevalent. Right now, that was the first time. So yeah, it just can't be, I mean, they just don't know when stuff like this happens, but trust me, they are working on it like crazy to make sure it is solved and it is fixed. So trust me on this. It will just take a little bit of time. That is all. By the way, we just flew over Pula right there. Pula right there in the distance. That's in the bay right there. And, well, there you go. It just has several... Yeah, exactly. I mean, Geekai, if you realize Microsoft Flight Simulator is about 200 gigabytes right now. If you download it, up between 150 and 200 gigabytes. Any idea how much lines of code that is? That's mind-blowing. That's absolutely, that's not just asset. And even assets have to be programmed and stuff like that, guys. So yeah, I mean, and a little tiny thing can change a lot of things down the line without you ever noticing it. So, and it worked perfectly in your environment. And you tested it on several environments. I mean, trust me, a developer does not throw anything live just willy-nilly. They don't. They have special environments for that where they test all those branches and all those updates. I think Asobo stated they are working on 50 updates simultaneously. So 50 branches of the same update simultaneously. That is incredible. That is a huge amount. Hey, there it goes again. Yep. Who just joined? Did we have someone who just joined? No, Jamel is... Hey, Jamel! The Rock just sneaked on in right there. We'll just... Yeah, Whoosh Blemmo, I think... no, Whoosh Blemmo is not here. So, it's not you, Whoosh. It's you? Oh, no. Say it. But you can try, Whoosh Blemmo. What you can try... soon for real. Whoosh Blemmo, what you could give a go is actually update the liveries in your community folder. Funnily enough, apparently that might help, or even temporarily remove the files from your community folder as well. I'm only 5% here. I'm not even sure how that works. Yeah, Jamel, I'm not even sure how that works. I mean, are you like sleep flying? It's like sleepwalking but different, so yeah. Quick question about the Skyhawk. I struggle to understand how I can change my flight plan from within the plane itself and make it directly course to somewhere, but I have to delete the flight plan first. Now, yeah, the thing is... Oh, you tried a weird plane. Ah, that may be the problem. To be honest, it's not perfect. But what you can do actually is pull up the flight plan here, and you do that by clicking FLP. There you go, you have the flight plan. If you press the button right down there, so this button I pressed, now you can see it light up. And you can navigate it then right there. And that's the way you can actually turn things on and off. Now you can also basically set a direct course to if you want. Just click that. So that is one of the options. There are a few ways to do this, but keep in mind the current G1000 that you can find in the planes right now is far from perfect. It is far from perfect. So it may cause problems. It could crash even at times. I mean, there are a lot of things that still go wrong. So Keen Hydra, it is pretty hard to get it working right now. However, that is because I stream, I have not installed, for instance, the working title update. The working title guys actually made an update for the G1000. They are now also working in conjunction with Asobo, so they are now partnered with Asobo. They are actually the guys who are now going to update in the coming update 4, 5, and 6 the G1000 and the G3000, and eventually fly between A and B and then land B, delete the flight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works. So basically, what you do then is you basically, if you just click the flight plan, and basically if you click that, you can enter and select a new flight plan right there, and it will then you can then continue the flight. It will update and continue the flight. So yeah. Well, it got updated yesterday. Yeah, the thing is, I will not use the Garmin mod, because if it breaks on the 172, and I have been using the Garmin mod continuously, I have to go back. So I'm waiting for it to be released in the game itself. But I hear very good things about it. I mean, the last update actually broke the Garmin mod, and the day after that, the update dropped on Tuesday, and I stream on Wednesday. So basically, it meant that the Garmin mod was broken. If I had used that, I wouldn't be able to fly. So yeah, or at least it would be a lot harder. So yeah, that's the reason why I try to keep my modding down to a minimum. Basically, I try to keep it as vanilla as possible. The only thing I completely divert from that is fly-by-wire. That's the only one. But that's a separate plane now. So basically, if they kill the fly-by-wire one, you can still fly the original vanilla A320. Yay! So that's pretty cool. From A to D, and then at B and C between. Yeah! Yeah. Unfortunately, that is... well, you can do it in the... you can basically do that in the Garmin G1000 as well, but it is tricky. It is tricky. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes I can delete a waypoint, sometimes I can add a waypoint, and sometimes I can't. It is really strange, and I cannot tell you why that happens or doesn't happen. So yeah. How to update the Garmin mod though? Not use the GitHub. Actually, Weem, it is pretty easy actually. Usually what you can do is if you scroll down from GitHub, you can get the update version. You see that down there with a link towards the downloaded version in a zip file. So basically that's the way to do it. It is pretty easy actually. And GitHub is still a very, very good resource. And what a lot of people do not realize is actually it has been bought by Microsoft a long time ago and hasn't barely changed. So yeah, the Microsoft scare that a lot of people have, yeah, couldn't find a zip file for releases. Oh really? Oh, interesting. Yeah, setting waypoints on the Garmin G1000, it is truly a pain. It is really a pain. I need to climb a little bit before I crash straight into the... Oh, you know what? Why am I going there? Why am I going? I need to go to. I need to go to the right. I need to go to the ocean. Yeah, to the Adriatic Sea. Yeah, GitHub is kind of it is a great resource, but it is kind of finicky. It is kind of finicky. Hey, Wish Blammo is up in the air, and I'm not actually lagging right there. And LGGYMF. How can I pronounce your name, my friend? But welcome to the cabin crew. Legimith? Legimith. That's that is a strange name. Interesting though. I like it. Yes, dare to be different, I say. Dare to be different. Well, there you go. And we are now headed for, by the way, Rijeka. And Rijeka is actually... hey, Captain Arash is raiding. Hello, Captain. Hello, Captain. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Glad you are here. Man, I am so sorry I missed your 100th stream. And yeah, it is... for those that are wondering, Captain Arash is a very good streamer as well. Flies all around the world in a 172. So yeah, it is capitalized I, not L. Oh, really? Iggy. Oh, it's Iggy. Ah, okay, Keenhira. Oh, I did not notice that there. Captain Arash viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Shoney Gaming. I also fly around the world in a Cessna 172. However, what I'm doing is basically flying around the world on steroids. What Keen said. Iggy. Yep, Iggy, definitely Iggy. So yeah, I am flying all around the world on steroids. What we are doing is... Yeah, you've seen the flight plan from Captain Arash? Yeah, we are doing that. So it's a little bit, a tiny bit more? Yeah, a tiny bit more. We're flying all around. And Mr. Pilot here as well. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, we have a lot of celebs here today, dude. We already have Fabio. Now we have Captain Arash, and we have Mr. Pilot as well. Yeah, and they are all here, and they are all watching, and we are having a lot of fun flying in the air because, yeah, the quad just redeemed the Arnold, and we have to fly the Arnold, and now we are flying towards the Rejika, and we are going to watch the seagulls fly in the air with the wings and going the flap flap, and that's good. And then we all go to the chopper. Yeah, redeemed right there. Redeemed right there. Fardad, welcome, welcome, welcome to see you guys. Welcome, and thank you all for those follows. Thank you, Mr. Pilot, for that resub, dude. Thank you very much. Forza Viola, welcome to the cabin crew as well. The Carty, get to the chopper, indeed. Yeah, and usually we are going to push up the clouds, but today we don't need to. Now we are going to fly below it. So yeah. Yeah, flying. Fabio was here. I'm not sure if he's still here or just lurking. I don't know. But guys, it is a lot of fun today, and we are flying around Croatia. We are slowly flying down the Balkans, heading up towards Greece. And once we reach Greece, we are going to do a lot of island hopping there. It is going to be a really cool flight. So hey, Fabio just got sub. Oh man, Slarty Bird, dude, thank you very much for that. And by the way, hi Slarty, thank you guys for doing that. Sub is always very welcome. So yeah, we just had our first multiplayer bug, by the way, caused by Whoosh Blammo. Yay, Whoosh! Way to go, Whoosh! Yes. So finally that got figured out as well. Did Fabio get his new GPU? No, not as far as I know. He did not. I did, however, tell him that on the 26th of May. The 26th of May, a shipment of 3080s Ti's is about to be sold. So there is a new shipment of 3080 Ti's coming out up for grabs. And yeah, guys, so if you really want to upgrade right now for a reasonable price to a 3080 Ti, keep your eyes on the 26th of May. That's when they will land. That's the day that you have to be quick. And have to beat the scalpers and the crypto miners. So yeah, it is. Yeah, I did tell him. Yeah, of course. Yeah, man. He has been camping for a upgraded GPU for a long while now. I mean, if you try to camp 4 days at a micro center, man, that's dedication right there. That is dedication. That you really want that card. You really do. By the way, guys, still flying along the beautiful Croatian coastline right there. It is not very pretty weather. It isn't, but yeah, we still have a lot of fun. So yeah, new car or GPU, yeah, you know, potato. So yeah, got the car instead, cheaper. I know, right? It is cheaper to get actually a car than to actually get a graphics card right now. How hilarious and tragically at the same time that is. But it is quite true, actually. It is quite true. You actually made a very good point right there. So yeah. And unfortunately, TSMC also has already stated that this will continue for at least 2 years, guys. 2 years this problem will be going, so yeah. Aren't these 3080 Ti's nerfed for crypto mining? Miss T, basically they are going to try and do that through the drivers, but these aren't yet. So they're going to make sure that the hash rates that can be calculated are lowered, so the cards themselves are no longer very interesting for crypto mining. But the thing is, a lot of people actually think that crypto mining is the problem, but it isn't. Crypto mining is a problem. Let's don't get me wrong on this. Crypto mining is a problem to get your hand on cards. However, the biggest problem right now is the fact that we are still on COVID and everyone is trying to work from home. So what happened, once COVID hit and everyone had to work from home, everyone started to look at their old PCs and try to upgrade altogether immediately. And that's what the shortage is called. So that's basically the biggest problem. Wait until the world is back to normal so people will be less focused on staying at home. There, exactly what MSEP just said. Once that turns to normal, everything will start to level out in 2 years' time. Because basically the demand is crazy right now. The fact that Philips, who makes also medical equipment, is now asking if they can have dibs on the new chips because they are running out and they may have to shut down their production lines for creating medical equipment. That's kind of terrifying. That is actually kind of terrifying, guys. So yeah, it is pretty scary going on. But still, you know, it will get better eventually. Exclamation mark route win. Exclamation mark route. That is the current flight right now. That's what we are doing. Or you can go to the Discord channel, download the flight right there. Yeah, that's the one. No problem. And yeah, I mean, go to the Discord channel, download the flight plan, and just hop on the North European server. Come along. Why don't you come along? Fly along. Fly, fly, fly. Let's fly, fly, fly. You know, we are flying over lovely Croatia here, which looks very gloomy today. Unfortunately, we have had more beautiful weather, and I can't change the weather. Of course, I can change it. I mean, it is quite easy for me to channel Arnold. However, yeah, it is basically right now we do try to fly on live weather. As you guys can see, live weather, live time right there. Now, as soon as I start heading east, that will be quite a while. But as soon as I'm heading east towards Asia and stuff like that, I will change the time. So we always start flying at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Whether it is dark in Asia or not, I mean, or in Australia or wherever we are, but yeah, we are definitely going to stay in the afternoon flying, because we're flying VFR. We want to see it all. Hey, Sinviation, good to see you, man. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. And Diederik, hoe gaat het? Hope you're doing well there in South Africa, my friend. Hope you're doing well in South Africa as well. I am doing absolutely brilliant, my friend, today. I am having a lot of fun. We are flying once again all over Croatia right here. Or once again, we are flying over Croatia now. And we are continuing our flight. This is the 82nd flight already. My 82nd flight. So basically, Captain Arash and Captain Arash crew, my 100th flight is eventually coming up. So it's going to be very, very interesting which part that will be. And I'm trying to aim for the 30% now. You're slowly building up there, Jamal. Oh, that's funny. We are trying to eventually get... I hope I can do my 100th flight around the islands in Greece. So that is going to be pretty cool. I'm hoping that will be cool. And the islands in Greece, we are definitely going to do some island hopping or something. Yes, Miss T. A few moments here and there where I did go to autopilot, but mostly I am actually flying. I am flying manual. So yeah, all this entire flight I am flying completely manual. All 440,000 kilometers. As best as I can, I will be flying manual. Now, by the way, guys, Rijeka, right there in the distance, you can see Rijeka right there. And that is actually I installed a custom scenery for Rijeka right there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that looks like. Unfortunately, there are no high photogrammetry cities in the Balkans, as far as I can tell. Which is really a shame, because, I mean, these are very old towns and they're very, very cool. So it's really a shame that these are not yet high photogrammetry. I have no doubt that in the future they will be. But in this case, it is basically, I installed the custom scenery from FlightSim.2, and FlightSim.2 has a large database of really cool, really incredible stuff and mods for Flight Simulator. So yeah, it is. This is going to look a little bit better than usual. It's amazing that we are doing around the world in TBMs, but most is with autopilot. Yeah, basically, as I said, what we are doing right now is we are doing this, and we are doing it fully on manual. Yeah, we are flying it fully on manual. By the way, guys, it means that if I try to complete this flight, and I will redeem that hydrate run simming, it will take at least 4 years to do one circumvention around the world. So one flight around the world will take me 4 years at least. I kid ye not, that's no joke, by the way. It is 2,200 hours right now. That is what we are flying. Oh, and by the way, look at that. I'm switching over to the can view. There we go. Boop. Look at that. Regica. Right down there. And you can see the difference between the part that has been updated. A small part of the old town right there and the harbor. And the this has been basically ripped from Google. So to make it look a little bit more realistic, you can also see, of course, these houses look a lot more realistic than the houses right there. Although this still looks very good. Don't get me wrong, it looks really, really good. But yeah, this looks a little bit better. It can be a little bit quirky at times, so you do have to test it out. But yeah, it can be a little bit quirky, but it does look very, very nice. And it's simple to install. You can really see the line right there where they basically ripped a square to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, it is a little bit better than the normal view that you're getting. So yeah, getting coffee, dude. That is the actual only good answer there is. Caffeine is your friend. It is. I know it is. I've been using it for a long, long time, and I love it. So. Okay, guys, that was Rijeka. Now, what they said was actually there. I think down there should be seagulls, and I think I'm going to do a tiny little detour to see if we can find the first time that we actually can pick up wildlife. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Although I do think we have to go really low. Tea and coffee yesterday, living the life. Indeed, my friend, indeed. Okay, there we go. Flying over the ridge. And all the way up to there. Now, yeah, I think there's, on that tiny little island there, that's where the voice Plamo just coming by. There we are. Drunk Simming still with us. Jamal, Sharabel, and Ween as well. Guys, if you want to join, just hop on the North European server. Oh my god. Yes, indeed. So hop on the North European server. We are at the moment flying over Croatia. And it is, unfortunately, the weather isn't really working with us. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Jezza plays Steam. Is that the actual Jezza? The need power and speed. Power and speed. Jezza, is that you? So it's... For those that are wondering, Jezza is the nickname of Jeremy Clarkson. So, Top Gear fame and, yeah, and Gran Tour. I'm pretty sure, if we only had voice clips, yeah, indeed. I'm pretty sure this is a glitch. Yeah, that is a glitch. Was wondering it as well, yeah, I know, right? Jezza plays, Can it be? Can it be? Actually, I know for a fact that... James May actually has a PPL, and Hammond actually can fly helicopters, so yeah. Ooh, sandwiches, nice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, right there, over that airstrip right there, there should be seagulls here. So, birdies, where are you? Birds. Bird. Have you heard of the bird? Bird is the word. There you go. I want to see the birds. About 7 kilometers out. Really? Dang, that's a lot. Yeah. So that's 3 nautical miles. That's not that far. 3.5 nautical miles. Just popped up. Really? Where are you? Dude. Oh, there. So why aren't I seeing them? Why aren't I finding these? They should pop up. I want to know where the birds are. To your side. Okay, so I am trying to see if we can find birdies. Hello, birdies. Could be that it is on your one and not on mine anymore. So they are no longer here in my simulation, in my part of the simulation. Does kind of look cool with the bridge there and the airstrip right there. Cool. Should be a nice landing as well. For those that need fuel, by the way, there you go. Yeah, I'm thinking we need to divert, guys. Unfortunately, I can't find them. So they're not showing up on... Oh, there they are. So it's 5 miles. Yeah, I'm going for it. I want to see them. I want to see them. This is the first time we are actually trying to find some wildlife. That should be cool. I'm really wondering how that looks like. What that looks like. I really am wondering. Oh man, show me the birds. Show me the birds. Yeah, it's a slight diversion, but yeah, okay. Let's make sure we do keep the fuel in mind. Usually it's no problem, but we are diverting quite a lot actually. So yeah. Let's flip that bird. Yeah. One. That's the first one right there. Are you going to land there, Marky Pro? No, no, I'm going to aim for the birds right there. So yeah. Woohoo! That's one. Exactly. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Alright. Now this should be interesting. 3 nautical miles out. I am really, 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 really wondering how this looks actually. Oh man, I hope this looks good. I really do hope this looks good. And I hope they add a lot more wildlife. I mean, how cool would it be if you were flying over a bay and suddenly dolphins or whales starting to pop up or something like that? That would be so, so immensely cool. I am going to slow down. Good. Does it render feathers? You know, it would not surprise me. Actually, I saw renders of the groups of elephants, herds of elephants. They looked really, really good. Yeah, a wildlife mod, that would be cool. I mean, that would be really, really cool. Alright, really need to descend quickly now. Need to descend quickly. Okay, guys, I am going to switch the camera again. There we go. Elite Dangerous, what third-party livery do you use for your custom paint job? Actually, Mystic. This paint job has been created by one of our own moderators, Amaka, and he has created livery packs for nearly all the planes. Nearly all the planes. So there should be seagulls here. And we are getting really low. But I'm not seeing. Well, if you guys can see seagulls.
500.
Yeah, 500. Maybe I should start pulling up. Alright, guys. I don't see any kind of... Nope. Well, that's a disappointment. That is a disappointment right there. Pause the game. Actually, Marky Pro, I do not pause the game. That's also the reason why I can't go into the menus, for instance. I try to keep away from the menus as much as possible. Because I want to keep it a continuous flight. Well, yeah, that's kind of disappointing right there. Nope.
500.
Alright, there we go. That it was worth a try, guys. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Ooh, 300. That was close. Yeah, that was almost Innsbruck right there. Whoops. There we go. Back up again. Let's fly up into the air again. Yeah, we gave it a go. We gave it a try. Unfortunately, yeah, hope that next time. Innsbruck! Exactly. Hey, we're going back. For those that are wondering, by the way, what is he talking about Innsbruck? If I crashed due to my own stupidity, and that nearly happened several times already, actually, and actually happened twice, it means that yeah, mistakes were made. That means that I have to go back to Innsbruck, because that is my save point in Europe, and then fly all the way as the crow flies back to the flight plan where I started again and do that flight plan all over. So it is basically a penalty that I gave myself. They need to add seagulls. Well, apparently there are seagulls there, but yeah, apparently I can't see them. So I'm not sure if anyone else in the simulation can see them. But yeah, I couldn't, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, for me it did not work. Maybe if we got even lower that they would show up, but right now, I mean, we were low already, like 300 feet. So that if we would have seen them, if they were there, we would have seen them. I think. So yeah. Maybe next time, Yeah, and apparently there are flamingos in there. There are seagulls in there. I think there are bears in there as well. I know there are giraffes and elephants, herds of giraffes and elephants in there. So yeah. And there is a really cool mod that I'm going to buy once we get there in Africa, which also gives you hippos and wildebeests and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool, yeah. Birds, mammals will be awesome. Well, actually, yeah, exactly that, Mystic. I mean, it's like that extra part of immersion that you get. I mean, the fact that they're doing seasons already is like mind-blowing, but yeah, I mean, if they really add things like that, I mean, bears and not only bears, but also, for instance, the trains are actually in the future coming. Stuff like that would make it look so much more amazing. Whales would be indeed absolutely amazing. No clue how they're going to implement that, if that is ever an option, but I hope they do. I really hope they do. How cool would it be when you're flying over a bay in Canada and suddenly a few whales pop up down below you, or you actually landed beside a whale? How cool is that? I mean, that is absolutely stunning if you could do something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, this simulation is so good already. It is so beautiful. Look at this. I mean, and it is a gloomy day, which means this doesn't really help the sim right now. But let me show you something really quickly right now. Few clouds right there. And that changes the entire look of this region just in one go. Raise the vision. Good to see you, man. Hello. Hope you are doing well there, Raise the Vision, and I hope you are enjoying it. But it is a simple one click, and the entire outlook of this simulation completely changes. It looks completely different. Incredible. And we have had, last week we have had weather like this continuously. So beautiful. But yeah, we are doing it. We try to do as much on live weather as we can, which means hello doom and gloom. Hello doom and gloom. Yes. And we are, oh man, look at that. Oh, we are definitely heading up into the clouds. We are heading up into the clouds. Now, I need to get a little bit back on track because, let's face it, I'm all over the place again. Of course, Shoni is always of course. Shoni is always of course. I mean, I'm easily distracted, as you guys know. And, yeah, so it basically means that yeah. I plan my flights and then something happens. I see something interesting. Of course, yeah. A horse is a horse. Of course, exactly that. So, but unfortunately, right now we are flying. We're slowly but steadily up into pea soup. Thing is, it is not cold, so that is good. I mean, 6 degrees Celsius. That is good. It could be a lot worse. We have flown in freezing conditions. Now, if you fly in freezing conditions, yeah, you basically are in trouble with this plane. You are very much so in trouble. So, yeah. Basically not. Only if I need to leave my my plane flying and I need to make sure that, for instance, I need to get something at the door or my wife calls me or something like that. By the way, let's set the altitude a little bit higher. Let's set it to 4,000 just in case. But yeah, other than that, I always fly manually. Yeah, I always fly manually. Yeah, manual and VFR. Exactly. That is the way to go. That is how this cookie crumbles. Indeed. That is how this cookie crumbles. And that is a lot of fun. By the way, guys, the 172, flying the 172 is really easy flying. I mean, I can basically do nothing right now, and it will fly on its own quite nicely. It will maybe turn a little bit left and a little bit right due to the fact that that you get turbulence and stuff like that, or the wind that pushes you left and right. But other than that, it will keep flying. It will keep flying, especially if you're at high altitudes. It will just go. It wants to fly. This thing just wants to fly. And it is really easy to fly. If you're starting out with the 172 or starting out with this simulation and you think like, okay, I really want to give this a go, I need to check on something first. Yeah, oh, we're good. If you just want to have a go at flying and you're really daunted about flying, don't be. Just start out with this simulation, have a little bit of fun. I will redeem that hydrate. Ooh, the second to last sip. The last sip can be redeemed, guys. Now there is a 10-minute timer, so who is going to redeem the last sip of coffee? Oh, good lord. Yeah. 500. Definitely, this is a 500. Yeah, we need to climb a little bit. This kind of reminds me of the time we were flying over Luxembourg. Don't know if you guys remember still that, but yeah, it was kind of like that. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? We are going to invoke the Arnold. It's not raining. It's not bad. It's just pea soup. It's not pea soup. Okay, guys. Now, bear with me. Here we go. We are going to invoke Arnold, the god of beautiful weather. And yeah, we are going to fill up the lungs, yeah. And now we are breathing in. And yeah, here it comes. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. And now we are going to switch over and put on the broken clouds and push away the clouds. Yeah, that is beautiful. And then we are going to push up the clouds a little bit and make it look beautiful. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. Right. Invoked Arnold and voila. It is not that we don't want to fly in real life weather. I can fly in pea soup. But that wouldn't show you this beautiful, beautiful countryside. So basically right now we are... I just changed the weather, not the time. So it's... hydrate shoes, it's out of... hydrate is right now... hydrate is on a timer there, Goga Man. So it's like 10 minutes. A 10-minute timer. The thing was... when I started out flying and streaming, actually, I had the hydrate set on like 200 points or something like that, and you guys could constantly redeem it, which meant that by the time I was done flying, my bladder basically exploded. Yeah, that wasn't pretty. So basically, I put in a timer to make sure that that didn't happen anymore. Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, so there, I put a timer on that, and yeah, it's a lot better now. Yeah, it's a lot better. So basically, in 10 minutes time, or 7 or 8 minutes time, you guys can redeem that final hydrate, and it is fingers on the trigger, guys. Fingers on the triggers. There we go. Flying at 5,000 feet right now. It's actually a lot higher than I thought we would be. So that means that I do have to set the altitude a little bit higher as well. Let's set it to 5,500 feet just to make sure. There we go. Set it to 5,500 feet. All right. There we go. That's it. All right. 5,500 feet just to make sure we clear everything. Should I be called away? But other than that, as I said, I'm still flying manually. You know, the thing is, flying manually, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, and it gives you a little bit of response, it gives you a little bit of feedback. So yeah, it is really, really cool. It is really cool to just, and it's really easy to fly this as well. So why not fly it manually? You know, why not? Why not? It is a lot of fun. As Quirt discovered last Friday, I mean, he was flying along in a 172, and yeah, I mean, it is a really, really, really nice plane to fly. So it is so easy, it is so forgiving. It's not nimble, it is not quick. So yeah, it will take a little while for you to respond and stuff like that, and it's, yeah, it's slow. I mean, it's incredibly slow, but still, you know, it yeah. It's my puppy. It's my baby. Hello, baby. So, yeah. Definitely. And we are now, by the way, on our way towards Zagreb. Zagreb should be way over there in the distance. This is actually the highest we go right now. After this, it is going to be a lot lower altogether. But it absolutely is beautiful, beautiful countryside. Look at that, guys. Not live weather, unfortunately, but yeah, it is what it is right now. Otherwise, we'd be flying in pea soup, which I can, but it's not a lot of fun. And we do want to see a lot of this beautiful planet that we are flying over. It is absolutely brilliant. Have to exit and the windows not work. Yeah, hold in there, indeed. And we are on our way to... By the way, I also installed a custom scenery for Zagreb as well. And we are going to see if we can actually find the... there is a special church there. I'm not sure if that's also viewable, but there's the Church of St. Mark, which actually has color tiles roofs. So we have to keep an eye out for that, guys. That's going to be very, very interesting to watch, actually, to see if that actually shows up. But according to the update that I did, yeah, it's yeah. Wondrous Shoney will be a full silver fox by the time he does the last flight, probably. Probably. You can each and every time I nearly crash, you can see me get a little bit more silver. Yeah, a little bit more silver, a little bit more gray in the air. In my hair, so yeah, it's my lovely white, yes. Indeed. I need to get a haircut, actually. Yeah, I do. I need to get a haircut. Alright. And I think we made it across the mountainous area right there. Yeah, we did. Who's to say? Getting grey hair from these kids. Oh, indeed. Hey, MSEP is also in the air as well. Dude. Hello. So we now have Shadowbell, Weem, Jamel, and MSEP right there, as well as... Who do we have as well? Drunk Simming, of course, up in the air. Do we have anyone else? If you want to join us, you can fly along on the North European server. Just download the... download the flight plan if you want, or just hop on. We are nearing Zagreb, so yep. In a few weeks, you and Captain Rush will be close to each other. We will. Oh, that is pretty cool, actually. We should do a meetup in the skies. That would be fun. That will be a lot of fun. During stream, that would actually. The funny thing was that a few weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, no, even more. I think something like that. I was actually trying to do a flight along to see if everything worked on my and setting everything up on my flight simulator just before the stream. I took to the air and I noticed a Mr. Pilot 2222 there in the air. I was actually jumping onto Mr. Pilot's in-air stream as well. We were really close together, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you just see someone and you're going like, could it be? Oh, hey, Wish Blamo! I forgot you, sorry. Could it be? But yes, indeed, it could be. It was. So that was pretty fun, actually. That you sometimes run into guys and, yeah, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And that's the cool thing also about this this community. Not only does everyone help out each other and have a lot of fun with each other, but also the streamers themselves, they are so nice. Most of them are really nice and have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. And yeah, it is. They're all trying to show their love, as I do, for this wonderful product that is called Flight Simulator itself. It is so absolutely stunning and beautiful and brilliant. I mean, I can't recommend this enough to people. Guys, get this simulator. If you can't go anywhere, get this simulator. Enjoy yourself. Fly along. Discover the world. It's all there. It's literally all there. All there for the taking. So why not take it up in the air? I mean, you can get this on the Microsoft Game Pass for the first 3 months for just $1 or €1 or a money, a beer token, one beer token for the first 3 months, a beer token a month, and you can cancel it whenever you like. The standard version is included, and this is basically the standard version. What you're looking at is the standard version. This plane comes in the standard version. The only thing I changed right now is the livery. That's it. That's absolutely it. And yeah, okay, my game is running on Ultra, but trust me, on high, it also, medium to high, it also looks very good. It looks really, really, really good. I mean, this is running on 1440p, and it is running on Ultra, and yeah. Hey, Jabal, good to see you, man. Hello. Hope you're having a wonderful time, man. So yeah, it looks great on high. Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't take that much from. It really doesn't take that much to get it looking this good. Guybrush, good to see you, man. Have a nice flight at work week. That's good to hear, man. Guybrush will be joining us again next week from France. Yes, the pirate will be back in the air as well. Where are you from? I am from the Netherlands, and right now we are flying over lovely Croatia, doing our around the world flight. We are flying all over the place. We are flying to every single country in the world, and we are discovering that country. So that means 440,000 kilometers, Jabal. We are flying 2,200 plus hours. So yeah, it is a epic flight, and we are all flying it manually in this tiny little plane right there. Have you been to Spain? Yes, I can confirm I have been to Spain. I flew in on the north. Yeah, we flew over it. Exactly, we flew over it. Let me show you. Yes, we did. We really, really did. There we go. So basically this is kind of an indication we flew a lot more than this. But yeah, we started out on the coast right there to the north. Flew in all the way around Spain, all the way up to Madrid and back. Also over Gibraltar. Then to the Balearic Islands right there. So Ibiza and Palma and stuff. And then we flew back all the way along the coastline straight out of Spain. So yes, we did do our Spanish flight. And it was absolutely stunning. I mean, it was so good flying over too many hours in the sim. Man, this is not even close. This is not even close, because this is what we are actually doing. I mean, you see this? Right, this is just a small part of this. So yeah, so basically that it's going to be a long road indeed. It's going to be a very, very long road, and we are flying it in a 172, not faster than that. 130 knots, that's it. So we are flying. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is actually my middle name, Shoni Crazy Gaming, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I am quite aware of that. I am quite aware of that. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun, and well, you need to have goals in life, you know. You need to have goals. So yeah, mine just got a tiny little bit, a smidge out of hand. Smidge and a half, you know. It's like, yeah, it's a smidge and a half. Yeah, it's yeah. But right now we have flown over most of Europe actually, and we are now flying to the south, or over the Balkans right now. Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina coming up coming Friday, and we are then moving on towards Montenegro, North Macedonia, and eventually into we are flying into Greece. Then moving on to Turkey, all the way southward, and then we are going to circle Africa. We are flying to each and every single African country. So it's, yeah, that's the map, exactly. I am trying to still improve the map, by the way. I am going to work on a new Google map, and it's going to be in parts, unfortunately, because it's simply too big. So, yeah. This goal is a big one. Yeah, it is a big one. We have calculated, Jabal, that we will be up in the air for at least 4 years of flying. It will take at least 4 years of streaming, and I'm all doing it online. I'm all doing it streaming. So every single stream you can find on YouTube, or at least we are going to make sure that everything will eventually be on YouTube. And yeah, 3 days a week, exactly 3 days a week. I only stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to be a full-time streamer, but right now it is on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and we are having a lot of fun. Trees do look better. Yeah, they do. They are a tiny bit smaller, but more diverse. So yeah, it looks better. Definitely looks better. More realistic. So yeah, it is quite a long time, at least 4 years. And the thing is that we are still basically expanding on the flight plan. So I know we are flying in a rough general direction, what you can see on the Sky Vector map. But up close, it is a lot more. So yeah, you learn English on school in the Netherlands. Yes, basically all the kids right now do learn English at school. And they start off in primary school already in English. My young nephews are learning English as of right now. I learned English myself before. I taught myself English before I actually started to get it at school. Well, basically I'm 50 years old, so yeah, I'm kind of an old fart. And when I had school, English wasn't taught in primary school. It was taught in high school. But yeah, it is. Most people in the Netherlands do speak or either understand English. So yeah. So it's yeah. And we are now headed towards Zagreb. By the way, it should be English. Yes, English. English. Granny Grabber, you still live in the Netherlands? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Granny Grabber, by the way. Granny Grabber, dude. that's an interesting name. But yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, I still I still live in the Netherlands. I live near Amsterdam actually. So yeah, born and raised. So yes. Red card. I'm not sure actually. It is his name, you know. So I'm not sure if that's red card worthy or yeah. I just got a delivery from Zagreb. Really, Slarty Bart. Really, that is pretty cool. Well, we are going to fly over it. So yeah. It is going to be really nice to see that. You are from Spain and your level of English for most Spanish is high. Well, that's good to hear, man. That is good to hear. Red Dwarf, yeah. You're quite right there, yeah. I made homemade croquettes. Oh, croquettes, they are so good. They are so good, man. Yeah, croquettes are really nice. Yes. They are one of the few things that I can say that fried foods in the Netherlands is good. Croquette and bitterballs. Man, bitterballs. Yeah, bread. I know, right? Croquette and bitterballs. They're, oh man, with a beer, absolutely winning. Absolutely winning. Awesome. I am doing great, John Twitch. Hello, my friend. Yes, I am doing excellent. Yes. I am doing excellent. Sharabel, yesterday I gave it a try. Switch some option from high to ultra. Was surprised how poor my CPU and then managed it. Still have 20 frames per second, nice views outside the plane. I know, yeah, exactly that. But going back to medium or high settings, especially if you go from high to ultra, actually, you can notice it. But if you just fly on medium or on high. You actually will not miss out on that much. It's really close. It is really close. Any possible for loading in FPL while flying? I'm not sure actually if you can load it, Jamel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's an option. Oh, that's an option. McDonald's in the Netherlands having the Mac Croquettes. Yes, they are. They are really nice. It's actually called pronounced a Mac Croquette, and it's really good. It's basically a croquette, but in disc shape on a patty. Yeah, and they do it with mustard sauce. I think you can only get it in the Netherlands, and that is one of the few things I actually like from McDonald's. So yes, that is my yeah. That's one of the few things I kind of like. So the other stuff, yeah, not so much, but yeah. But it's officially Mac Croquettes, yes. Mac Croquettes and fries. Exactly. But yeah, it is... And a Coke, exactly. The trees and the grassland look better in ultra at high. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. And also, it is very important. Hey, thank you very much for that follow there, Granny Grabber. And welcome to the channel. Welcome to the cabin crew, my friend. And if you guys are wondering, what is the cabin crew? You guys are the cabin crew. Basically, we are all the cabin crew, and we are flying towards one goal, flying all around the world. Now, the cabin crew can also submit flights for the cabin crew takeover, which we have twice a month. So twice a month on a Friday, we will have the cabin crew takeover, and that means that you guys get to select the flight, and you guys get to fly it along with me. So I basically follow you. You become the pilot, the presenter of Shoney Gaming at that for a small moment. So yeah, it is pretty cool to actually do that. We had our first flight with Quart last Friday, and it was a lot of fun, guys. It was actually really a lot of fun. We flew over Canada. Now I am going to fly over Canada again in future. But that will be at least 3 years, so it really doesn't matter that much. By that time, everything will look better and will have changed. So we can actually make a few comparisons. But if you guys have flights, for instance, that you want to see, earlier flights that we've done, for instance, or fly over areas that we've already flown over but have been updated, let me know. Just enter a flight plan and we will fly that flight plan. Restrictions are, it cannot be on the direct route of the flight plan that we are going to fly in the coming 2 months. So that means basically that rules out a part of the Middle East, a part of course, Greece and Turkey, and it rules out a part of Africa. Basically that. But other than that, you can take any plane you want, and it only has to take the flight has to be no more than 2.5 to 3 hours maximum. That's it. Just submit your flight and we will see if we can fly it. But other than that, we are now headed towards Zagreb. This is still beautiful, beautiful Croatia. Sorry for the spinning there. Yes, Quirt actually redeemed the last sip. Dude, boom. Exactly. That's the way. I like it. Kershie and the Sunshine Band. So, yeah. The last sip is gone. The last sip, indeed. Alas, poor caffeine. My friend is once again gone. Thou shalt be missed. Anyway, do you have a caffeine addiction? No. Do you love caffeine? Oh, so much. Yes. It's like my wife, caffeine, rest of the world. Basically. So it's, yeah. There you go. How many people pilot in the air with you today? I'll show you in a sec, Guybrush. And a sip of water. Do not forget to hydrate. This is actually water. No, it's not gin. No, it's not vodka. No, it's not Geneva. It's actually just normal water. Karamaz! Good to see you, man. Hello, and welcome to the cabin crew as well. We have... Oh, who is CL? Are you actually flying along with us? Is that a generic plane, or? I'm not sure, actually. Hey, AJ, dude! I knew I was forgetting someone. AJ Rawlings. He's usually up in the air as well, and he is now loading up. Shadowbell. We have Shadowbell in the air. We have Whoosh Blamo, MSEP, Drunk Simming. Brace yourself. Brace? You could have announced yourself at least. Now I have to find it out like that. Come on, Brace. Come on, dude. We have, of course, Weem, as always, and he is now the flying mod, guys. He is the flying mod, so keep that in mind. He is the flying mod, and that's it. That is it for now, guys. Yeah, this is a generic plane. That one is taking off, actually. So yeah, evening, right there. So yeah, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, not me included. Right now, and Zagreb. We made it to Zagreb. Yes, there is Zagreb, guys. We are turning off a little bit towards the north, so that's a heading of about 35,035, and then we should be 030 actually. Yeah, man, AJ Rawlings, true. True, quite true. That was a really, really nice flight. You know, the thing is, it's a nice change of pace. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love flying around the world with you guys. I love continuing my flight, but twice a month doing something different, it's a nice change of pace. You know, it's a nice change of pace. Really wasn't sure about it, man. It was good. It was good. Do not worry about that. It was really good. I also liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. So yeah. And I'm looking forward to you guys submitting more of these kinds of flights. I mean, I really am looking forward to it. Of course, you can do it like me, kind of VFR, if you want. But if you want to do a commercial flight for 2.5 hours or 3 hours, sure, why not? We could even do it like pilot co-pilot thing, if you want. So basically what we can do is, if we have flying, for instance, an A320, I can start up your controls, and basically we can do either pilot and co-pilot. That is also an option. That is an option. So yeah, that should work nicely on stream actually. So yeah. It was a very nice flight. And if you guys want to, yeah, it was. If you guys still want to do that flight again, the flight, you can download that flight as well in the flight plan section. It is still up, it will be up, so if you want to do that in the future, just go to the Discord channel and download the flight plan from Quirt right there. It was a very cool flight, I can truly recommend it. It was beautiful. And you fly over his house, so yay! Do a transatlantic flight in a Cessna 172. Marky Pro? How? Are you going to do the Greenland, Iceland, fly over Greenland, Iceland, Canada? That's the only way. Magic. It's like magic. It's magic, you muggle. So it's magic, you muggle. Believe in magic. Do you believe in magic? Oh yeah. At 1,000 feet, dude. Oh, heads up, by the way. Yeah, me too, Court. Heads up, Marky Pro. Apparently, flying over Greenland has its issues. I mean, you may be getting mountains that should not be there, so keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for those. But man, Marky, I salute you. I will be doing that from Canada to Greenland to Iceland, by the way. That is coming up in the last flight. So by the time we are doing that, we are actually on our last legs. We are actually on our last legs, and then flying over towards the Netherlands again, where I took off. All right, switching over right now. There we go. Boop. And I am slowing down a little bit, giving it a little bit of flaps, because we are now going to fly over Zagreb. This, guys, is Zagreb, right down there. Looks good, really. I mean, I've updated it, so it should look really nice, but yeah. Looks pretty good, actually. I mean, these are the outskirts, and the outskirts never are that much updated, but you can basically make out the line, I think, there. That looks a whole lot better. Yeah, this is definitely updated. Kinda. Or is it? Well, there are a few kind of weird bushes right there. Yes, this has been updated. So we are flying towards Zagreb right there. No problem there, man. No problem. Thank you very much for being here. As always, Guybrush. And yeah, man, I hope to see you soon, man. I think your leg is out. Yeah, it's kind of weird with the since the last update, the deliveries are sometimes bugging out, and that means that basically my legs are sticking out. No idea why. So, but we are looking into it. We are looking into it. All right. Next week, man. Next week. Fingers crossed that, Guybrush. Then the pirate will join us again. The pirate will join us. I'm not sure. No one has submitted a flight just yet. There is the Old Town. That's what we are looking for, actually. The Old Town, that's what we are looking for. Exactly. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if someone submits a flight. But this is Zagreb, guys. Zagreb, the capital, of course, of Croatia. Looks really nice. Looks really good, actually. Yeah, I like it a lot. Look at... Oh, there it is! There it is! We found it! There it is! You can actually see the roof. There it is. That's the church that I was talking about. That is the actual church. You can actually make out the emblems on the roof. That is pretty cool. Oh, how cool is that? We found it. All right. Going to make a very, very tight turn there, because we do want to see Zagreb in all its beauty. That is the famous cathedral right there. How cool is that? That is pretty cool, guys. That is pretty cool. How am I going to fly a 172 with a broken arm? Well, actually, you just set the throttle and basically the flaps. If you have your flight plan ready, switch it over to autopilot, and you should be good to go. You should be good to go. All right, guys. Zagreb, down there. Now, I am going to speed up again. And we are going to fly a little bit out of Zagreb. There we go. Let's follow this highway right here. Look at the train yard. Amsterdam, Edinburgh, Iceland, Greenland. Yeah, exactly. Through the what's it called? There are tiny little islands that you can reach in the middle of the. There are tiny little islands that you can reach in the middle of the ocean. So yeah, it is. And then you can skip over to Iceland. I'm not sure if you can actually reach Bermuda in a 172. To be honest, I don't think you can. I don't think you can actually reach it in a 172. Maybe you can, I'm not sure, but if you can, that will be great, because that means I don't have to get out of my plane and get into an A320 or something like that. Sorry, I had to ask you, but where do I turn on other players? Had to reinstall, have to join Zagreb, but I can't see anyone. What actually, Mitch, what you have to do is you may have to. There are two things you actually have to do. If you start up, you'll have the options in the top right, the settings in the top right there. Yeah, if you click that, where the weather settings are and stuff like that, you have to set that to all players. That's first. So not live players, but all players. That's the first one. And the second one is you have to activate the name tags. So if you go to your settings section, I think it is in the second option. There is an option there to actually turn on the name tags as well. So, and I'm not sure if I can see you. Argonaut Adus, is that you, Mitch? Because I can see someone here in a 172, right there. But yeah. Faroe, yeah, the Faroe Islands. Exactly, that's the one, Narky. That is the one, yeah. That is the one. Then you can reach, basically reach Iceland. From there on, you need to fly over those. And refuel there or whatever. Yeah. Exactamundo. Yeah. And we are now flying towards our waypoint. Unfortunately, I have to fly towards my waypoint, fly onwards to fly backwards, funnily enough, because then it switches automatically. I can't do it in the G1000 because then it gets basically botched up. Yeah, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Oh, please do so, man. Please do. Please do. I'm very interested in how that is going to look like. Unfortunately, during my my European part near Scandinavia, I could not go up to Iceland. It was my intention to actually fly up to Iceland and then back towards from Norway to Faroe to Iceland to back to Faroe, then to the Shetland Islands, and then onwards towards Scotland. However, Yeah, Iceland was completely frozen over, so I could have made it there, but I never would have gotten back. Unfortunately, I never would have made it back. 100% fuel. Yeah, 100% fuel, definitely. Definitely. Ah, brace yourself, flying there in the Spitfire. Nice. In the cabin crew colors. Ah, man, I love that livery for the Spitfire. And I love the Spitfire as a plane. So yeah, I actually asked them, I sent them a message on if it was possible if you bought the plane on their website, the Spitfire, if you could also redeem it in the marketplace. And so far I have not had any reply, unfortunately. But man, that Spitfire is a brilliant plane to get. If you can get your hands on it, do so. It is so good fun to fly. It is so good fun to fly. It is powerful. The Merlin engine, it hums and purrs like it should. I mean, it's a lot of fun to actually fly. It's very nimble. It's very quick. It will empty your fuel tank in no seconds flat. It is a lot of fun to fly. It is a lot of fun to fly. Alright, now we should be nearing that, yeah, 4.8 nautical miles. So we should be getting close. And then we are heading southeast. Southeast towards, where are we flying to? After Zagreb, we are headed for Lozinj Island Airport. That's where we are headed for, yeah. 4-hour flight to Edinburgh, yeah. Especially if you fly from Amsterdam to it will take a long flight. It will take a lot of time, my friend. That is a long flight in a 172. That is definitely a long flight. And I know I've flown it. Yay! So yeah, basically I've flown it. So it is a long way down. Alright, we are at 4,000 feet right now. That is a bit high. That's not really necessary. 5 hours to Iceland? Yeah. Yeah. If you cut it up, you can actually do it 3 hours, I think, to Faroe Islands, or 2.5. And then onwards toward Iceland, also 2.5 hours. So, yeah. But it's a long way to Tipperary, yeah? It's a long flight there. It is definitely a very, very long flight. And we are looking for my waypoint. It should be here somewhere. Switch. You can do it. Switch and flick. 1.3 nautical miles, so it's basically over that little bush right there. I'm thinking. And once that... I mean, I'm really looking forward to the upgrades for the G1000, so we can actually, in mid-flight, alter the flight plan if necessary. You can basically do it, but it sometimes just goes completely nuts, and yeah, then my entire flight plan is all over the place. Now, it is still VFR. That means I can basically still find my way around. It's not that hard, you know. If you have a map available, and we do, of course, have the map available through Navigraph at least, but there are other means to get actually a flight following map if you want, then yeah, it is pretty easy to eventually find your way. But still, it's nice when it's actually shown in the panel there. So yeah. So that's the reason why I do that. So yeah. Dutch fun. Looked up the McDonald's croquette. I know, right? Granny Grabber. I mean, as I said, I mean, it is, yeah. I really don't like to admit it, but I do like the McCroquette. I really do. Have you tried the working title G1000? Actually, brace yourself. I am really looking... I am so glad... First of all, I am really glad that working title has now a partnership with Asobo and are going to actually work on the G1000 and the G3000. Now, to answer your question... no, I have not tried it. I have heard a lot of good things about it. I mean, it basically makes it fully functional, which is really good. Brace yourself. But yeah, the thing is that if I fly with a working title mod, or any mod for that matter, and the mod breaks due to an update, I basically can't stream and I can't fly. So that is the reason why I try to keep it as vanilla as possible on stream. So yeah, that is basically the reason. That is basically the reason why I don't use the working title mod. But it is also the reason why I am extremely happy that working title is now partnered with Microsoft Flight Simulator, with Asobo. I am really happy about that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Sim Update 4, 5, and 6. I am looking forward to that because that is also going to include the upgrades and the full functionality of the G1000. So yay, yay! Looking forward to that. Let's hope SimBrief remains free. Yeah, there was a funny thing about that, as you guys know or may not know. First of all, SimBrief is a website which has been created by one guy, and it basically creates a full flight plan for you with all the trimmings and everything. It gives you a PDF and it gives you a full flight plan. Now, if you have Navigraph, you can actually update your ARX cycle to the last one. It should be even more accurate. It was run by one guy, and or one or two guys, I'm not sure, but I think it's actually one guy. And recently, Navigraph has purchased SimBrief. So basically, they purchased the website and everything around it, and made it their own. So SimBrief, that is on the one hand a good thing. That is on the one hand a good thing because, as I said, if you have a mod that is developed or a website developed or maintained by one guy, and that guy somehow gets run over by a bus or something like that, that will basically mean the end of support there. It would stop it. So it guarantees continuity for SimBrief. Now, I asked them on Instagram, actually. I asked them, guys, I think I already know the answer, but are you going to keep SimBrief free for the integration into other applications? A lot of applications actually use SimBrief integration. If you fly the fly-by-wire mod, you can actually have a direct link to SimBrief, and it will import the SimBrief flight that is planned straight into your plane, stuff like that. It is really cool. And I asked them, guys, will you keep that feature free? Thinking, to be honest, that they would say, sure, no problem, we will keep that free. However, 5 days ago, they responded with the following: we are currently considering our options. And that kind of scares me, because that basically means that it might happen that SimBrief will be only available for Navigraph and not for anything else. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, that would mean a big hit for the entire flight sim community, because a lot of us have been using SimBrief for in many ways. So yeah, it is. I mean, I own Navigraph, so for me it would not be a big problem, but it might mean that you actually have to get a subscription on SimBrief, perhaps, or something like that. I don't know what's going to happen, so we'll just have to wait and see. But fingers crossed that they will keep it free. I mean, if they're, to be honest, if they're smart, I think they should. They really should. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what's going to happen with SimBrief, basically. But yeah, it kind of surprised me. It kind of surprised me. So yeah. Fair enough. I've heard about frame issues too, but always good to hear about more great stuff to come to. Exactly, brace yourself. Exactly that. And everything that Working Title is doing on the G1000 and G3000 will be eventually vanilla in the flight sim itself. Room in the plane for one more. Always, my friend. Always, Dayfro. Always. Need to find a place to hide from the world. Well, I can't say you're actually hiding from the world, because we are basically flying over it. You know, so it's kind of like right there. You can't miss it. But man, just make sure you actually plant yourself down right down there with the rest of us, somewhere over there. Yeah, somewhere over here, basically. So yeah, it's yep. Just snuggle up. It's busy, but you know it's nice. It's busy but nice. So yeah. And look at the beautiful, beautiful skies, guys. It is beautiful right here. Beautiful. We are now flying back towards the coastline of Croatia. We are still flying over Croatia. And tomorrow we will also be flying over Croatia towards eventually Dubrovnik. Drunk Simming just strafed us right there. We are eventually landing. Hey, Mechanical Madness UK, thank you very much for that follow and welcome to the cabin crew, my friend. We are eventually landing in Dubrovnik, or flying over Dubrovnik and landing near Dubrovnik. For those guys that are wondering, Dubrovnik you may know as King's Landing from Game of Thrones. So yeah. Navigraph's initial PR and social media replies, etc. Yeah, SimBrief's flight sim planning functionality will continue to be free. But yeah, I know exactly. That's the same thing I had exactly. Brace yourself. I mean, and that was like 5 days ago. So I posted that question 3 weeks ago when they actually announced it. Immediately the same day they announced that, I posted that question, and 5 days ago that was the answer I got. So I was like, huh, yeah, that's kind of interesting. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, let's hope they will continue SimBrief's planning functionality for free and also available for yeah, sometimes it's just a thing. Sometimes the bot just jumps in and moderates you. So sorry about that, Marky Pro. No worries. Thought I was already followed. Well, there you go, my friend. There you go. There you go. There is always room for one more. And as I said, guys, we are nearing the 1,000 followers. And once we reach the 1,000 followers, I will give away a standard version of this beautiful simulation for free for the platform of your choice. So either Steam or Microsoft. So you can choose. Of course, you have to be a follower or a sub to be able to claim that prize. But yeah, I will give that away. How do I increase my your vertical speed? You mean like the climb? Basically what you do is you trim your plane, so you can basically trim it a little bit, just trim up the nose a little bit, and it will increase your speed. Also what you can do is set it to flaps 1 and it will go up immediately. So yeah. Or fiddle around with your throttle as well, that will help as well. Now, in my case, I usually set the throttle to full speed. I set the mixture I set to about 40% in this case. So 40 to 30%. Funnily enough, the higher you go, the more actually you add to the mixture. So you have to fiddle around with that mixture actually to get the best, most power out of your plane. But in my case, 40% is more than enough to actually fly comfortably at nice speeds. And basically trim, as you can see right there, trim your nose up so to increase your vertical speed if you want. So yeah. But you use the trim most of the time anyway. Funnily enough, I don't even notice it anymore. I was talking with Quirt about this last Friday, and I'm constantly trimming, but it's like second nature. So it is that Quirt mentioned that you actually continuously trim your plane, and that was when it kind of hit me like, oh yeah, I'm doing that too. Funny. But yeah, it's slow after, well, what is it, 7 months of flying? This is becoming more second nature than anything else. It's like, yeah, it's memory, muscle memory basically. It is basically muscle memory. So yeah. Send the first picture on Discord. Oh, excellent. Power for altitude, pitch for speed, trim for, yeah, exactly. That is exactly that. So yeah, basically, you're constantly trimming to keep it level, or basically to gain altitude or to lose altitude a little bit. Or just, in the 172, if you want to lose altitude at a controlled pace, basically pull back the throttle, and you will go down eventually. So yeah. But it's really easy to it is really easy to fly the 172. It is such a dream. It's so dreamy. It is so absolutely dreamy. Let me see. Ah, yes. Bye, Netherlands. Off to go to Canada. And the 182. You go, man. You go. Well played. Well played, my friend. Well played. But it's, yeah, as I said, it is really easy to fly this plane. And it is a lot of fun, guys. If you are very daunted about flying, and you're like, oh man, this is way too hard for me, I will never get this. Fly in a 172. Start out in a 172. Give it a go. Trust me, within a month's time, this will become second nature. And it is so easy. There's not much you can actually do. There are not that many knobs. I mean, most of it is handled through the G1000, and that's really easy right now to set up. It is really easy. I'm turning, by the way, that off because it annoys me. But yeah, I mean, and other than that, I mean, it's just a few light switches down there. You have your power switches right here. There is your throttle and your mixture right there. Your flaps right down there. That's about it. That's it. Basically, that's it. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. So, hey, Zesran! Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. And welcome again to the channel, my friend. We are now heading south. Just skirting the border of Bosnia-Herzegovina. And we are then headed for, eventually, back again the coastline, where we will be landing on Lozinch Island. Lozinch Island Airport. Should be interesting. I'm not even sure if it has ILS, to be honest. Does it? Let me have a look in, as you guys can see, I am working Navigraph right there. No, just VOR. Yeah, it just has VOR, that's it. And it's a simple 20 or 2 runway, so yeah, it is going to be an easy landing right there. An easy landing right there. It is very simple. A tiny little airport. So if you're fun to fly along and you're flying along in large commercial planes, keep that in mind. It is VORs are, yeah, they are. They are truly. I mean, I don't use them a lot because I plan my flights usually in advance, Zazran. So yeah, I'm not usually switching over from VOR to VOR, but it is really cool, and I finally also know how to actually get them in here. I mean, ADF DMEs, and you can basically all set all the other things right there. Switch over your VMR on the navigation right there, and then eventually switch your your CDI right there to actually aim for them. So it is pretty cool actually what you can all do in the 172. There are many options that you can actually use to navigate as well. So as you guys now can see, it is pointed at a VOR, but yeah, let's switch that. Let's switch that back. Navigation right there, and there we go. Let's switch that. There we go. That's a lot better. That is a lot better. I need to set that to direct input. Come on, work with me, and the comms to direct input as well. There we go. Hey, Camber. Hello, neighbor. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Hope you are doing well and no longer that busy as you were. So yeah, wonderful, beautiful countryside of... heard you had a little leak. You noticed that as well, yeah. Somehow a pond appeared this morning in front of our house, and apparently it's due to the water company actually working. But yeah, I think they had a kind of a tiny little leak there, yeah. The entire field in front of our house is now, and in front of Camper's house still as well, is now full of water. So yeah. I looked at how much it costs to get an IFR training and decided to stay with the flight sim. I know, it is, especially in places, also in the Netherlands, for instance, it is expensive. It is really expensive. I wish I had the money for that, man. I really do, but man, it is expensive. It is expensive indeed. But if you have the money, if you have the time, and you want to learn that, man, that is so cool. That is so cool. Drunk Simming and AJ Rawlings there, flying through the air, chasing each other apparently. Jamel, aka The Rock, now fully 100% in flight right there. He is flying along with us, as well as MSAP, Quirt. Quirt, dude, you just snuck in there as well. Whoosh Blamo, brace yourself. Weem, Batnik, are you flying here as well with us? And if you do so, and Shadowbell, of course. If you guys, and Argonautidus, not sure if you're flying here along with us as well. But if you guys are, just give a shout out and I will make sure that you will get recognized. Indeed, recognized. Yes. And we are now nearing the Bosnia-Herzegovina border. Tomorrow we are flying straight. No, on Friday we are flying into Bosnia-Herzegovina. Tomorrow we will be flying along the coastline. Amongst other things, we will be flying over Zadar, and we will be eventually flying, landing in Dubrovnik. As I said, that is that's King's Landing, basically from Game of Thrones. That's where we will be flying over. So I will be making sure that if there is a community update, a community scenery for Dubrovnik, I will install that. I definitely will install that. That is going to look pretty cool. That is going to look pretty cool. A very, very well-known holiday destination for Game of Thrones fans. Of course, most of the people that are actually walking there are like, oh, that's a nice, lovely town. And 90% of their walking there is like, I'm in King's Landing. So, yeah. Okay. A nice sip of water. Do not forget to hydrate, guys. Very important. Do not forget to hydrate. This is water. This is not vodka. This is not gin. This is not neither. This is water. Water. Yeah. Anyway, don't fly drunk. Don't fly drunk. That is not a smart thing to do. Beautiful countryside. I mean, look at this guy. Let's actually have a look at Flight Sergeant. Good to see you, man. Hello. Just trying to join, but didn't see you guys. Are you on North EU? Yes, we are on North EU. You have to make sure to set it to all players, not to live players, but to all players. And you have to make sure that you actually activate the nameplates there, Flight Sergeant. Don't worry, man. A extra sip never hurts. A extra sip never hurts. Let's see what the weather kind of is like, because as you guys know, we were flying in pea soup. Yeah, it's still pea soup. Yeah, the weather's still pretty horrible. Definitely. Yeah. That is, yeah, this is the actual live weather right now. So, yeah, we are going to invoke the Arnold again. Yeah, pull it back. We have to get the clouds back, yeah. So we're going for the broken clouds. And then we're going to push it up. And the other one, and make it look beautiful. Yeah, there we go. And now it looks pretty. Anyway, so that's... that is, yeah, that's the reason why we were actually flying. I mean, it's not raining. It's not, actually, it's not freezing over. So basically, the flight itself would not be very interesting. It would just be drab and gray and pea soup, you know. It's so, yeah, if it's not really that much influence to the flight itself, we'll set it to nice weather, and we'll have the lovely views. But most of the times, I will try to keep it on live weather. So if you are flying live weather, you are now flying in pea soup. You are basically now flying in pea soup. But for entertainment purposes, ta-da! We have the lovely weather, and that is, I mean, the utmost strength of this simulation as well. I mean, there you go. We want to pull down the sun towards the sunrise. There it goes. And now we have the sunrise. Right there, the sun is coming up slowly. We can see it blinky right there. Ah, lovely. And now we have to the sun way up and going to do the sunset. It is also very nice. Yeah. I mean, look at that. Blinky blinky on the other side. Right there. Absolutely stunning. No other simulation, as far as I can tell, has ever created these realistic views. I mean, this looks like a actual sunset to me. This is what a sunset should look like. The clouds are correct. The sky is correct. I mean, this is really what it should look like. The top of the clouds right there are just illuminated with the sunlight. Others are grayed out. It is absolutely spot on. This is what it should look like. And this is the first time I've ever seen it like that. Ever. So, yeah. There we go. Now we go back to the live settings. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as I said, as far as I can tell, this is the first and only simulator that actually makes it look exactly like that. Exactly like that. Are you guys dogfighting there? I think you are, actually. Actually flying along and dogfighting. Oh, good lord. Chief in SAS. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Jamel, right there. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Yeah, they're dogfighting. They're dogfighting, definitely. Definitely. Actually, this is a tiny bit of that right there is Bosnia-Herzegovina, guys. That is Bosnia-Herzegovina. We will be flying there on Friday. And now we are continuing our flight towards the south. Ah, the new boss in the S8. Ah, okay. Sound of the passing Spitfire in the opposite direction is incredible. I know, brace yourself. I mean, it is absolutely so cool. It is a very, very cool plane to get. And you can now get it from the marketplace as well. So if you buy it on the marketplace, and or buy it from the website from Flying Iron Simulations. They will also have it, of course, and you can download it from their website directly, or get it from the marketplace, which is a little bit easier, let's face it. And it's a very, very cool plane to fly. It is really cool. The sounds alone are absolutely stunning and will give you goosebumps. They will absolutely give you goosebumps. That Merlin engine, once it starts to roar, man, oh man. That is so cool. It is so utterly cool. I really do enjoy flying that thing. And not just in the cabin crew livery, because yes, we do have a cabin crew livery for the Spitfire, of course. So yeah. We do have a cabin crew livery for that, but the other liveries make it look really good as well. Especially there's one that the actual Battle of Britain, you know, with the, oh man, it looks so good. The green and the, oh. And you get that with the plane itself, so it's included. Those liveries are included with the plane. Okay, guys. Flying up towards well, eventually we are headed up towards the coastline. And then we are moving on to the landing. Once we are flying over the coastline, we are going to fly over a few of the islands in front of that are just on the coastline of Croatia. And tomorrow we will be continuing most of our flight along the coast of Croatia towards, as I said, Dubrovnik, and then onwards towards Sarajevo. We will be landing on Friday in Sarajevo. That's where we will be landing. And then moving on. And it is incredibly beautiful countryside here. So nice, so nice. Look at that, guys. Even though we are not on live weather right now, I know I am cheating a little bit, but it is for entertainment purposes, mostly. And it does mean that that we do have these beautiful, beautiful views. Incredible, this. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Stunning, stunning, stunning. You guys flying along there. Let me see, because now I have set my autopilot, my height for, yeah, 5,000 feet, but that's a little bit high, I think, to be honest. Let's set it to 3,500 feet should be good. Nah, let's set it to 4. Let's set it to 4, just in case. So, there, 4,000 feet. 5 was a little bit high. By the way, guys, I also forgot to mention this, by the way, because we were talking about seasons as well. Now, once seasons hit, and it will hit this year, of course the countryside will look completely different. Well, right now it might look kind of like this, but once autumn and winter hits, it will change completely, of course, and that is cool. That is really cool. That is a cool feature they are going to add. But also what they are going to add is the Aurora Borealis. They are actually going to introduce the Northern Lights. So how cool is that? By the time we start to fly over Canada, we should actually see the Northern Lights happening. So that would be really amazing. I mean, it's tiny little touches like that. I mean, adding wildlife, adding movement on the ground, like trains and like automobiles and trucks and boats and ships and stuff like that. But also it's the season changing's coming up. I mean, all these things, and now also the Aurora Borealis. I wasn't sure that they were actually going to do that, but apparently they are going to revamp the entire weather system in the next 6 months, the coming next 6 months. It will be so much better, man. It is Aurora Australis as well, or else it would be the hemispherist. Mitch, dude, yeah. Pink Meat Hunter. Is wildlife in the game yet? Yes, it is, but it is kind of sparsely, so it's very hard to find. Today we actually saw a notice of seagulls, but we could not find the seagulls themselves, unfortunately. But there are, for instance, herds of elephants in there, herds of giraffes, and there are flocks of flamingos as well in there in the game. So that's standard. However, there is a mod for Africa, if I'm not mistaken, and that's a wildlife reservation where you can fly over. That will add not only these types of animals, but also hippopotamuses, crocodiles, wildebeests, and stuff like that. So it is pretty cool, actually. It is implemented there, or you can actually buy a mod that will implement that as well. So yeah, it is possible to actually see wildlife in the sim as well. It is really hard to find. You have to turn on the name tags, but they're there. They're actually there. So yeah. And I wish it would be more expanded to sea life as well. You know, how cool would it be to actually see dolphins or tuna, schools of tuna swimming along, or even whales, stuff like that. How cool would that be? But I'm pretty sure whales are not in there. I'm pretty sure any kind of sea life is not in there yet, unless I missed some kind of mod or something. And don't get me wrong on this, it would not surprise me if there would be. It would not surprise me if there would be. I mean, this game constantly keeps you surprising each and every time. Some weeks ago I noticed an add-on to oh really? Or the shadow of a great white underwater, exactly, stuff like that, man. It is, there are good, wow, I have to look into that, because we are flying along coastlines quite a lot, actually. So actually seeing sea life, that would be pretty cool as well. Corp flying upside down, giving a salute to Yuri right there, aka the inverter, giving a salute to the inverter right there. Well played, sir. Well played. Bush Blymo, Jamel still with us. Weem. We have Midge. Midge is up there. I can see you, Midge. MSEP is there as well as AJ Rollins, drum singing. Brace yourself. Quirt flying left and right. We have Shadowbell right there. And I'm not sure, but I think Argonautodus is flying along with us as well. So Argonautodus, If you are flying along with us as well, please give a shout out. I want to know who you are. If you don't want to do that, that's fine too, man. That is fine too. Yeah, you're in there, man. Midge, you're in there. Midge is flying along with us as well. And man, thank you very much for flying along with us, man. Everyone that is flying along with us, it makes it look so much. The funny thing is, and this is really funny, I have been flying solo for a few times, of course, and each time I look behind me and the sky is empty, it kind of gives me an unnerving feeling, like I'm missing something. You know, each time I'm like, yeah, I'm missing the cabin crew. Where are they? Where are they? But it's so weird. Pull up, pull up. Oh, good lord. Ah, we should be good. We should be good. But it's really strange, you know, to actually look behind you and not see anyone there. That's so weird. That is so weird. And 6-7 months ago, I never say anything like that, but actually you guys not being there, you guys not zipping around me, it makes it feel kind of empty when you fly. It's like, yeah, it's nice to have the group right here. It is really nice, and you're like my comfort blanket. Yeah, you're like my comfort blanket, basically. Yeah. There we go. Good to hear. So we'll be flying along every time I can, Matt. You're always welcome to fly along, my friend. You are always fly along. Well, there you go. Actually, that's the first time I see that happen, Ween. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So basically, if you mention fly along, you get the flight plan directions immediately. That is pretty cool. Well played, Ween. Well played. Ween for the win. Ween for the win. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see if I can push out a little bit more power of my engine right there. There we go. Ooh, did we just... There we go. Nice. There we go. And we are nearing our second to last... did I say this correctly? Yes, second to last waypoint, and then we will be landing. And it's going to be a tiny little island, so it's going to be an interesting landing. We are 19 nautical miles away from that waypoint right there. In this, everything's gone green. It is absolutely green. You can make out a few tiny little roads right there, but other than that, there's no one here. There's absolutely no one here. No towns, no nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this is a national park, actually. It's Plitvlika? I'm pretty sure that's not the way you pronounce it. Yeah. For every Croatian that is watching, I am truly and humbly sorry for butchering your beautiful names in your country. So yeah, it is, yeah. Sorry. Sorry about that. I did not mean that. By the way, Croatia is a very, very, very good holiday destination. And it is very underrated in Europe, actually. It is highly underrated in Europe, but it is a great holiday destination. I mean, they have great wines, great food. The coastline of the Adriatic is really, really nice. All towns there, it has it all, basically. Other than a large influx of tourists. It does not have that. It does have tourists, of course, but not as much as you would find in, for instance, Italy and in Spain or France, for that matter. So yeah, guys, if you're in the neighborhood, go check out Croatia. It is a very, very lovely holiday destination indeed. But also the parks there, it is really good. And I come back, Arnold style. You come back in the chopper, yeah. You have to go there again and make the lovely wine and drink the lovely wine and eat the lovely food, yeah. And look at the lovely countryside. It is absolutely stunning, yeah. Go to the chopper. Look at that, guys. Stunning pictures right there. Climbing up to about 4,500 feet. Should be more than enough. A comfortable height to actually cross those mountains right there That is more than enough. Yeah. There we go. Set it up again, trim it again, and we are nice. We are moving and grooving. We are moving and grooving. There we go. There we go. Right. Why does this thing want to keep climbing? Stop that. Stop climbing. Listen to me. You shall listen to me, and you shall do what I say, little plane. Why are you not listening to me? Are you threatening me? Oh yeah, it's... But yeah, guys. I mean, you can already add so much beautiful things to this incredible simulation itself. The platform itself is already absolutely, totally stunning. It is so good. The way the immersion gives you that much beautiful views, and it all looks accurate. It all looks good. Even if you change it outright, I mean, change the weather, it still looks real. It still feels real. It is absolutely a masterpiece that Asobo has created. And but adding onto that with all these cool features like wildlife and traffic and stuff like that, it makes it look even better. Knowing actually that Asobo is working on eventually adding all those things vanilla style anyway. They are working on that vanilla style anyway. I mean, it is an amazing piece of programming this. It is an absolutely amazing feat of programming. I mean, look at that. That is so stunning. That is so stunning. Why would this not be real? From the cockpit itself, I mean, look at that. You want immersion? Here is immersion. Imagine this with a VR helmet, guys. Imagine this with a VR helmet. How incredibly cool would that be? And there are guys out there and gals that are already, of course, flying in full VR, in a VR helmet. I mean, who have said this looks really good in VR. And it does. It really does. But man. Hey there, good morning, kid. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you are doing very well. And as I said, this is still beautiful Croatia. We are now on the 82nd leg of our flight. The 82nd flights already we have done over Europe, basically. And yeah, it is... we are nearing the end of flying over Europe, guys. We are nearing the end of flying over Europe. It is getting close now. It is getting really close. I mean, what is coming up? Serbia. No, we did Serbia. So we have to fly Bosnia-Herzegovina, Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, and I think Albania. That is Albania, I think. And then we are flying into Greece and Turkey. Once we fly over the Bosporus, we're basically not in Europe anymore. So yeah, that is the moment that we actually leave Europe. Now, once we actually start to fly over Egypt, you guys get to choose the new save points. And what does that mean? Well, it means that each continent has either 1 or 2 save points. In this case, Africa will have 2 save points. And that means that you guys get to choose it. So by the time we actually start to reach Africa, we will have a vote on what the 2 save points will be. And those will then be set in stone. So if I die, if I crash, due to my own stupidity in Africa, I have to go to that specific save point that you guys chose. So choose well, my friends, choose well. Of course, Europe is Innsbruck. That is my save point in Europe. Europe is basically not that big as Africa, so it stands to reason that it only has 1 save point. But yeah. Africa will have two. So the northern part of Africa and the southern part of Africa will both have a save point. Joey Bolo, good to see you, man. Hello. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you are doing well. And I hope you are enjoying the current flight over lovely, lovely Croatia. Croatia, aka also Game of Thrones country, right here. And rightfully so, man. It looks absolutely stunning. It looks absolutely stunning right there. We should be hitting our waypoint, and then we are headed back in kind of that direction right there. So it's kind of northwestern, more northwestern. So yeah, kind of like 30 something. It's not exactly 90 degrees, so it's yeah. That's where we will be headed up next. Should be coming up really soon. 4.2 nautical miles yet to go to our waypoint. And then we should hit that one. Flying over the incredibly beautiful national parks right here. And then moving on towards... we actually just left the national park. It's right there. It's really pretty. It's so pretty. It also kind of shows you how small actually the national parks in Europe are. I mean, they look big on the chart, but if you look at it and you fly over it, they're not really that big actually, which is somehow kind of sad. I mean, urbanization of course and everything, but yeah, you know, still, it's, yeah. Just waking up, haven't had my coffee yet, dude. Go get your coffee first and then come in the stream. You know how it works, Joey. Come on, dude, you know how it works. Coffee is life. Coffee is life. It is. Ah, there you go. Redeemed there, Jamel. Redeemed. Was texting my wife and stopped paying attention. The pilot decided a close inspection of a mountain was in order. Really? Yeah. So you basically face planted yourself straight into a mountain. Well played, sir. Well played. Sir, I salute you. Guys, we have a missing man. Crashing into houses, by the way, Mitch, we are not insured for that. So please don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, please don't do that. I'm really glad that Nicholas and a few of the other guys aren't here right now. Because basically they would have ravaged the landscape. Yeah. The insurance costs are astronomical when they fly along. So it's, yeah. They are absolutely astronomical. So yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Turn to everything. Turn, turn, turn. There is a flight plan. Turn, turn, turn. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's even. Yeah, that's a red card just for me. Yeah. That, sorry about that. You are in yeah. No, the thing is, I mean, because you're flying because I'm flying actually over mountains, the turbulence actually pushes me up sometimes. So it is a unintentional climb phase actually. So basically, you're in a flight simulator or in the 172. You're not actually have like climb phases. You're basically, because I'm flying VFR, you're basically constantly trying to adjust your flight level, and but the turbulence actually and flying over mountains actually influences that. So it can either push you down or push you up. I had the luck, for instance. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's really funny with this tiny little plane. Also because it's very light, it is very much influenced by the weather and weather conditions itself. So and turbulence. So as you can see, let me see, where is the wind now coming from? It's coming from straight ahead. So if you see, it is basically coming from the western direction. So I'm now actually getting more lift. That is nice because I'm flying into the wind. That is a good thing. But also, should I, for instance, fly low over these mountains right there, the wind would come like that over the mountainside, and it could either push me up or push me down. So it kind of depends on how my wing gets caught up by the wind, or and how low or how high I'm flying. But it could give me either a boost up or a push down, and that is a very. You can even have things like gusting and stuff like that. It all influences the plane itself, especially if you're flying the lighter planes. You have this a lot less in commercial aircraft because they're, well, basically bigger. But yeah, you really notice this kind of stuff in the tiny little planes themselves. So if you go even lighter, for instance, in an ultralight, you're basically just bounced all over the place. Basically, you're bounced all over the place. You really have to mind the wind conditions and the weather conditions as well, and see where the wind and weather is coming from. That is very important as well. I mean, in this case, it's like 13 knots. It's not that bad. It is a little bit harder than normal, but yeah, 30 to 15 knots. That's kind of nice. I have flown, for instance, that was in Moldova, I think. Yeah, Moldova. I was flying through a thunderstorm in this plane. I can really not recommend doing that. Yeah. It was like, for science, let's try to fly in a thunderstorm. This should be fun. Yeah, it wasn't. No. That was not fun. That was one of the more intense flights I had, actually. It was one of the more intense flights I ever had. And that was a lot of work, just keeping the plane upright and keeping it up in the air, basically. And let's face it, let's be honest, if that would have been a real flight, I would never have flown. I would never have taken off and fly into a thunderstorm. That's the most stupidest thing you can ever do in a tiny little plane like this. Then again, talking about stupid, I mean, keep in mind, pilot is an idiot. It's right there, so yeah, it's. I mean, but yeah, it's. The weather is truly. The funny thing is that actually the first thing that actually I learned a lot of was when I started to fly Flight Simulator was actually not. Well, it was of course flying a plane, but what I also had to learn really quickly, and that kind of surprised me, was how weather works and how weather conditions work, and how high pressure and low pressure affects your plane, stuff like that, wind directions, and how certain cloud configurations actually can influence your flight like that. It is. You learn a lot about the weather, and you also then understand why the weather model is that important to a Sobo. That is the exact reason, because the weather model is the thing that influences your plane constantly. Of course, you're flying, so basically, of course, weather is it. I mean, that is obvious right there. But if you take into consideration that each plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator has 1,069 points of points of influence on each plane. 1,069. Yeah, it's a crash course basically. Yeah, that is. Yeah, well played there, Jamel. Crash course. But yeah, I mean, each plane has 1,069 points of influence. That is influenced by the weather model from the simulation itself, and that woohoo! That is actually that makes it so much more cooler and so much more realistic. Not sure if you're still here, Camper, but now you could actually see me going up and down, bumping a little bit, and the bumping there, that is actually the weather influencing. That is the because I'm now flying over the hills right there. It is the weather that is the wind that is actually pushing me either up or down, and it's that influence. It is, I mean, especially if you fly VFR and fly low constantly, that's one of the first things you actually start to notice quickly. The way your plane handles through mountain passes, over hills, and when you fly over hills and stuff like that. I mean, it is an eye opener. It is definitely an eye opener. By the way, guys, look at that. How pretty is that? I mean, come on. Come on. That is lovely right there. That is absolutely lovely right there. This beautiful lake down there. You can actually see the beaches and all of that going straight down into the water glistening. Right, well, look at that. I mean, it's tiny little things like that. Tiny little things like that. The weather glistening or the water glistening and the ripples on the water right there. It is those tiny little awe-inspiring moments that make it look so good. So good. I mean, come on. How can you not love to look at something like that? It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's these tiny little nuggets of beauty that you stumble across each and every. The bells are ringing. But yeah, it's these tiny little views that you stumble across while doing your flights that make it so interesting, make it so beautiful. And we've seen comparable views, of course. Europe has a lot of these beautiful views. But man, each and every time, it just simply takes your breath away. It absolutely takes your breath away. I mean, look at that. The way the haze is formed and how it... Oh, man. So pretty. So pretty. And I know I am a Microsoft fanboy, guys. I am a Microsoft fanboy. Or at least a Microsoft fanboy, a Asobo fanboy, a Microsoft Flight Simulator fanboy. I am very much aware that X-Plane 11 looks really good if you invest into it. I'm very much aware that Prepared can look really good if you invest into it. But come on, guys, this is out of the box. Plus point for Croatia, definitely, yeah. Definitely there, Jamel. I mean, but many countries have that. I mean, for instance, when we flew over Norway, man, it looks absolutely stunning. Stuff like that. I mean, mind-blowingly beautiful. And it's going to look even better with the next update. So yeah. Almost in England. Ah, you're nearly there. You're nearly there. You're crossing the channel right now. Well played, my friend. Well played. You can do it, Marky Pro. You can do it. It's going to be a long flight. Remember that. It is going to be a long flight. And we are flying this also, by the way, real time. This is real time. I mean, all the hours that we have flown real time. We've not sped up anything. We didn't slew anything. Nothing. It's all not used to the 172. Actually, once you fly 2 or 3 hours in the 172, it basically becomes second nature. Yeah, it becomes a lot easier. It becomes a lot easier. Trust me on this. Usually fly 787, 747. Yeah, then it's really strong. Hey, Aerostream! Good to see you, my little friend. How are you? Hope you're doing well there, my young friend. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, it is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at the way everything... I mean, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And we have a lot of people flying along with us. Flight Sergeant is with us, as well as AJ Rollings, Drunk Simming. We have Quirt right there. Brace yourself. Midge is way over there in the distance. Not, are you airborne again, Midge, or are you still parked into a mountain? We have MSEP all the way over there in the distance as well. Shout out Bell right there. Whoosh Blammo. Jamel, and we have Weem. Where are you? I'm pretty sure we have a Weem somewhere. Ah, there he is, Weem. Yep. There is Weem. Yes. Excellent. So we have a nice tight group of cabin crew members flying along with us. I kind of took a tiny little detour and just to fly over that mountain ridge right there. So basically I'm going for the gap right there, and that should lead us straight into the Mediterranean area of Croatia, back over the islands. And then we are on our final leg. We are now on our second to last leg. We still have a 21 nautical miles to go, followed by, I think, another 20 or something like that. So it's like, I think, another 14 nautical miles total. And then we should be good we should be coming in for a landing on a tiny little airport, guys. It is small, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm not even sure how long the runway is. Let me have a look. Longest runway, 884 meters. So 2,900 feet, 884 meters. So yeah, keep that in mind. It isn't that long. When we are close like this, you can see there's quite a lot of buffeting juice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can see it bumping around basically. And this is gentle. This is very, very gentle. I mean, if you actually fly, for instance, the A320, which is really cool, you can actually see the wings flex and buff it around. It is really, really... It's scary on the one hand, but it's so cool. I mean, it's good that they do that. Otherwise, they simply would break off, of course. But yeah, I mean, you can... and I'm constantly, by the way, also adjusting my plane. But yeah, you can actually... Yeah, wing flex. There is wing flex in there. Exactly, there is wing flex. Yeah. And it's these tiny little details. I mean, now you have... the large planes also have contrails. Unfortunately, you cannot see the contrails on other planes yet. But that will happen. But they are also working... They included contrails on your own plane. And they are also going to add smoke when you land. So once the wheels hit the tarmac, you can actually see the smoke coming off it. That is going to be added as well. They're working on that. On tiny little stuff like that. They are redoing the entire weather model to include a particle system in there that can support, for instance, sandstorms and stuff like that. I mean, and high dust particles in the air to create more density. Or create more water particles in there to create more density and stuff like that. They are actually working on stuff like that. So the weather model is becoming more and more and more accurate. We actually might get things like sandstorms during our coming flights in Africa. That may be an option. That may be an option. Scares the bejesus out of me, man. I'm looking forward to it on the one hand, and on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, maybe not. You know, like, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Same thing when I would try to land for the first time on a fully snowed runway. That was like, yeah, okay, so I'm doing that live on stream for the first time. Right, for science, exactly, for science. Exactly, doing it live, for science, yes, exactly that. I think I actually mentioned that, for science. I actually said that. But yeah, it is exactly that. I mean, but that is what makes this simulation so cool. That is what makes it so cool, because it is that accurate. And sometimes you come inadvertently, you run into a situation where you're like, okay, this has never happened to me before. How do I go about and handle this? How do I do that? What is going to happen now? I mean, I am very fortunate that I've flown in winter now, and you know, we're going to fly in Africa, and that's mostly good weather. But yeah, it is like bouncing on a mountain, exactly. Like bouncing on a mountain, yeah, that was, yeah. Did you just drive through a pass right there instead of fly through it? Yeah, I kind of did, but it worked. It worked. I'm still alive, so hey. I'm not dead yet. I think. So, I mean, that was, yeah, that was more luck than anything else. I will not say I'm that good a pilot that I could easily handle it like that. No, that was luck. Yeah, and a lot of it. And sometimes I need a lot of luck. So, yeah. But you are right, man. I was squeezing my buttocks at that time, I can tell you that. Yes, sweat was dripping all over the place. It was like, yeah, that was an interesting thing that happened right there. Long hair problem, good to see you, man. Welcome to the cabin crew, and I hope you are enjoying whatever you are seeing right now. And what you are seeing right now is Croatia, to be correct. This is the Adriatic Sea again. We are now flying back towards the islands in front of on the coastline of Croatia, and we are continuing our flight, our 440,000 kilometer flight all over the world. It will take us 4 years to do just one flight around the world, just one, because we are flying everywhere. and we are seeing everything. That is what we're doing. Hey, thank you very much there for that follow as well, PC Norden and Maxozion. Hope you are enjoying yourself, man. Thank you very much there for that follow. And zal genieten van deze stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He just said in Dutch he will enjoy this stream. That is good to hear, my friend. That is good to hear. And yeah. We do try to keep it mostly English because we have a lot of people there. Hey, Maxozion, good to see you, man. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the cabin crew. And if you guys, you are in Croatia right now. Well, this is Croatia. This is right now. Oh, in the game as well. Yeah, exactly. Well, as you guys can see, this is lovely, lovely Croatia. And you guys are now part of this cabin crew. And the cabin crew is you guys. That's all of us right here. So it's yeah. Today we are continuing our flight over Croatia, and we are eventually doing this. This is what we're doing, guys. Ta-da! That is in rough lines the entire flight that we are doing in a rough sense. So basically, yeah, that is in a rough sense right there. That's what we're doing. We are flying all around the world. Yes, we are even going to try and fly towards Antarctica. Sure if I can do that in a 172, but we're going to give it a try. We are going to give it a try, and let's say 99% of the flight will be flown in a 172 by me, fully manually. So, and you guys can fly along. I am on the North European server. You can download the flight plan from the Discord channel. So if you go to the Discord channel, you can see there a flight plan section. And from there on, you can download that and simply upload it into Microsoft Flight Simulator. And presto, you can see you can fly the entire flight if you want to. We are south of Rijeka, and if you want to join it, you can also click on the map, of course, on the world map, zoom into Croatia. And you should see a tiny group of people flying along. That's us on the North European server. Just click on one of us and join us. And we are here at the moment with Drunk Simming, AJ Rawlings, brace yourself. Quirt is right there. Who is behind Quirt? I think that's Weem. Yeah, that's Weem right there. We have in the distance Jamel, aka The Rock, right there. Bush Blemo down below. Shadowbell in the distance right there as well. So yeah, we are making great progress right now, and I think once we reach that part of the trip right there, so once we are headed right there to that point right there, we should be heading towards the south west, and I think, can we make out the island already? I think it's there in the distance right there. Yeah. What's your favorite country? That is kind of hard to say. Oh, Quirt. I forgot Quirt, by the way. Long hair problem. That is really, really interesting. I mean, so far I have been... And this is not just me being politically correct, to be honest. By the way. I have been surprised by how good most countries actually look from the sky. I mean, it is really, really interesting to fly over so many countries. My most interesting one, to be honest, my most, if I have to choose a favorite one right now, I think it was flying from the northern tip of Norway, all the way along the fjords to the south towards Oslo, in winter, when the sun was constantly dropping. It was upside down Spitfire flying. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I mean, that was beautiful. That was it was scary. It was incredibly scary because I was flying in freezing conditions, flying through clouds, and I mean, right now it is 4 degrees Celsius right here, as you guys can see, 4 degrees Celsius. That's fine. But as soon as this drops below into freezing temperatures, and I start to fly in clouds, I have a problem because this plane does not have any form of de-icing. And basically that's what happened. So when I flew in Scandinavia, especially in Sweden, I completely froze over like a popsicle. And that was the first time that happened to me. Now, freezing over actually does influence your plane. It really does. I mean, it was hard for me to keep it in the air. I could not climb anymore, or hardly anymore. You see that the engine is not producing as much power. It is actually a true problem. So, yeah, and flying in Norway through the fjords, trying to avoid clouds in freezing conditions while the sun is constantly setting, especially in January. I mean, it's only like 4 hours of sunlight up north, and man, it was incredible. I just want to say thank you, Jaybird, for gifting me the sub last week. I went AFK and came back. I was gifted a sub. Yes, indeed. Last week we had a few hype trains, and indeed I think you got Jaybird actually gave you indeed your sub. Also, Jiminy Dutch was showering sub like there was no tomorrow. So yeah, it was an incredible week. It was an absolutely incredible week. But yeah, I hope that kind of answered your problem right there, long hair problem. I mean, as I said, a lot of countries actually gave me. I mean, it amazed me totally. It was so beautiful, most of it, but Norway was really good. It was really good, yeah. Icing in Sweden is real. I take off from airport close to me, and anti-icing is mandatory. I know, right? I know. I mean, I had that problem, so yeah. Like an epic flight to take. I just got a game like a week, and I have not visited Norway yet. Thanks for the tip. If I can give you another tip on that long hair problem, right now Norway already does look good, but wait until the next update drops, the next world update. The next world update is going to make it look even better. Trust me on this. So that will drop in about 3 or 4 weeks time, something like that, and or maybe even a little bit longer, maybe a month. But in a month's time, the Scandinavia update will drop, and once that drops, trust me, it will improve the. It will definitely improve the simulation. No end. I mean, we've already seen the difference in, for instance, the last update in the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France. I mean, I've flown over my house in the Netherlands when this game first was released, and it looked kind of okay. It looked like 4 houses, and it's a 4-story apartment block basically, but it looked like 4 houses. So there were actually houses there, but it really wasn't portrayed that well. After the update, however, I flew over my apartment building again, or actually the apartment building where I and Kemper live right now. It actually does look like our apartment building. It really does look like it now. I mean, I was completely stunned. I was completely blown away at how good that looks. So wait for if you're going to do a Norway flight, wait for the update to drop, and trust me, it will look even better than that. And by the way, I'm not sure if I said, but hi Jeff, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well as always. So yeah, I mean, they are constantly and improving. I was waiting. I know, right? But yeah, they are constantly improving and updating this simulation. Not only the engine itself, not only the way the weather system works. I mean, they're going to introduce seasons. They're going to introduce the Aurora Borealis. I mean, it's going to look so much better in a few months or even years' time. But they're also improving the way the VFR map looks itself. So each and every time an update comes out, the world looks a little bit more prettier. It looks a little bit more realistic. It looks a little bit more amazing. I mean, we have flown through so many areas where my jaw dropped at the sheer beauty of how it looked. And it is so cool to actually influence this. I mean, come on. There you go. Live. Just did it. There you go. Sunset. You want a sunset? There is a sunset. That's what it looks like. I mean, you want rain, you want snow, you can get it. It is not that hard. It is not that hard. Going back, live weather, there you go. You want clouds? There are clouds. There you go. Now we're flying in clouds. It is that easy. But now we are pushing back up the clouds and making it look beautiful. Yeah, when we are pushing around the weather, we have to invoke the Arnold because he looks absolutely awesome. He is the god of thunder. Yeah. There we go. So, that's it. That's it right there. Where is that? Let me have a look. There should be an airport somewhere over here. Now I'm all seeing water, but there should be somewhere an airport. Yeah, I think it's over there. There it is. Way over there in the distance, there is a tiny little airport. And that is where we are going, yeah? It is only 16 nautical miles away. It is only 16... Yeah, there you are. Yeah, you are flying already over. Guys, remember, stay in the air. Stay in the air. You know what's coming. You guys know what's coming. For those that are flying along for the first time, stay up in the air. Let me land first. And then you guys can come in. We will start the music. And you guys will have all the attention that you guys deserve. Because, yes, you did deserve a little bit of attention right there flying along with me. So Shadow Bell is already circling the airport, I'm guessing. And eventually we should be able to reach that. Let's see if I can already see it on the airport list. I think that LDL. Oh yeah, LDLO. Yeah, windy landing. Oh god, that's going to be interesting. Let's tune into the tower and let's request already a full stop landing. We are 15 nautical miles out. That is a long way. Northeast to land. What are we? We are getting runway 20. Runway 20. Okay, so what we are going to do... Oh, yeah, 20. Wow, 20 knots. Yikes. That's interesting. Make straight. Oh, that's nice. Oh, so we're basically flying straight in. That's cool. Runway 20. So I am setting it to that. Actually, that's the heading. PH, S, and G. It's actually, the PH is not mentioned because the PH is actually stands for the Netherlands. But it's just S and G. So yeah. S and G as in right there. That is my calls. Yeah, PH is Dutch, exactly. So PH is Dutch and S and G show me gaming. Yeah, I know. It's not original, but it works. It works for me. And I can already make out the runway right there. I think I just saw it blinky right there. Yeah, you can barely make it. It is hard to see, but yeah, it is coming up. It is definitely coming up. All right, guys, nearing our destination. A tiny little airport right there. And tomorrow, by the way, we are taking off from there again. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time. If you want to follow me or fly along, I fly from on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Friday, 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So Paris, Amsterdam time, to about 4, 5-ish. Kind of depends on how long the flight is going to be, but usually, yeah. Did you visit Venice? Oh yes, we did. Oh yes, we did. It looked absolutely amazable. Man, if you can fly, and you don't need to install any kind of custom scenery for it or anything. It is a high photogrammetry city, so it is really nice. It looks really cool. And there is a tiny little, I mean, everyone knows of the big airport just north of Venice, but on the Bay of Venice there is also a tiny little grass airfield. Try to land there. It is really nice approach. It is a lot of fun. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Super Typhon! Hello, my friend. Hope you are doing well. You just barely made it to the end here. We are now coming in for a landing right there. And then we are going to see if we can raid someone. That will be nice. I just got a call. Have to go through me. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry. Landing in case I don't start the approach. I will, my friend. Yeah, Super Typhon. Unfortunately, we did the entire flight already over a large part of Croatia. We are still over Croatia, by the way. This is still Croatia, and I am really going down quickly now. I'm descending way too quick. That is actually not a bad, not a bad guess there, Drunk Sailing. That is not a bad guess. Yeah, we are 2-0, so we're flying in straight. That is nice. We do not have to do a downwind left or right, left base or right base. So yeah. And I crash a lot because of the beep. There's something I'm doing wrong. Are you flying the 172? Because basically you really don't need to look out for that. All you need to make sure is you set your trim right and use your flaps correctly. And basically, if you do that in the 172, you're set. Once you get that under control, for instance, now I am going in for a landing, which means I will start now to set flaps 10, and I will start to reduce my power. Unfortunately, because I set flaps 10, it does mean that it wants to climb like crazy, so you have to push it down a little bit. But yeah. So it's really not that hard, actually. Flying a Cessna 172 is the easiest thing. It is easy as pie. There we are going to land on that runway right there. So it is indeed a very nice landing right there. And we are going to reduce our airspeed. So I'm pulling back my throttle to about 50 to 75%. So it's now at, let's see, where is it at? 32%, 30%. Now, alright, it is saying that I can actually have to, I'm cleared for landing. So I'm acknowledging the clearing. I like to take jets, but I will, yeah man, the thing is with jets, they're really cool. Because you have to follow procedure and stuff like that. So it is really fun to fly jets. The fun thing with VFR is basically you can go anywhere. So it's like constantly you're flying, you're seeing new things, having a lot of fun, and it's not quick. They're slow. I mean, this is a very, very slow plane. Let's face it, this is really, really slow. I am right now doing just over 100 knots, or just below 100 knots actually. So yeah, it is. It's a totally different view of the world. It is a totally, absolutely, completely different view of the world. And that is why I'm doing this flight, actually. That is the exact reason why I'm doing this flight. Because I want to see the world in a different manner. Not doing it quickly, no, doing it basically as slowly as I can. Point to point. Yeah. True. That is true. That is true. Yeah, that is quite true. But compared to other planes, Camper, this is slow. Yeah, this is one of the slowest planes you can actually fly. Yeah. I'm not saying it is the slowest, but all right. By the way, I'm going now to flaps 20. Slow down even more. Slow down even more. And what I want to reach is a target speed of about between 65 and 75 knots. 65 and 75 knots. That's what I want to achieve. And as you can see already, you can see the speed dropping considerably once you go to flaps 2. Flaps 20 actually. Yeah. Exactly that. Well, exactly that. Exactly that. No bouncing down the mountains. Exactly that, Camper. You are quite right. That's it in a nutshell, basically. Because we are doing it slow, because we are seeing everything. I mean, if I want to fly around the world in 2 days' time, sure, I can. Just hop in a 747 and you're good to go. Basically, you're good to go. But that is fun, but not fun for you guys to watch. So yeah. I mean, this is a lot more fun flying along, having a few hours of fun, having a few hours of escapism, basically. This is escapism at its best. I mean, come on. This is basically a few hours escapism. And that's also one of the reasons why I love this. That's also one of the reasons why it's so weird to me if you guys aren't there flying along with me. That is really strange to me. Alright. Throttling down quite a lot actually, because we need to descend, and I don't want to actually pick up speed. I don't want to pick up speed that much, but it is bouncy, guys. Good lord, holy moly! I'm being bounced around like crazy. A lot of yeah. There we go. Yep. Ooh, that was a rough landing right there. That was a rough landing. Sorry. All right, turning around. There we go.
120.3 Cessna Sierra.
I exploded on the runway, Quirt, dude. Yeah, yeah, that was a really rough landing. That was a rough, I was afraid of that, to be honest. It's one of my, yeah, not very good landings, let's face it, this is a bad landing, yeah.
Ground, Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra November Golf.
This basically means I now have to refurbish my wheels, so my landing gear. Those arrows on the ground basically direct me to the parking. So yeah, it kind of only, and I only have the parking on there. SB, well, spring. No. That's all part of the actual. That is part of the simulation itself. You can turn that on or off. You can turn that on or off. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, it is all part of the. Well, I can show you now because I'm on the runway, actually. But if you go to assistance, right here, as you guys can see, hard, custom, hard. And the custom things, for instance, is the navigation aids. Now, I've turned off that's the taxi ribbon. That's turned on. The rest, most of it is off. So I have airport markers off. Only fauna markers are on and points of interest. Because it is kind of interesting. So yeah. But as you guys can see, I actually do have all the settings to hard. I actually have them hard. Alright. There we go. Turn off the, make the engine rotate kind of slowly. There we go. We are now switching to the outside showcase. And drone speed is up. And let's start the music. Here we go. And we switch over to the right camera view. There we are. Jiminy Touch, dude. The VIP just crawled in there. I have never seen. I didn't even see you. Turned off the failure jam as well. It's not relaxing if it's on for me. Actually, the funny thing is, it is on for me. Their long hair problem. Trust me. In a few, if you just learn it, Jiminy Dodge, nice landing. There you go, my friend. Yes. If you actually turn it on, it will become better in time. And actually, I really don't even notice that it's on anymore unless I actually crash. So yeah, it does add a lot of realism to it, and yeah. But if that is your thing, I'm not yucking your yum, man. If you like to turn it off, you turn it off, man. If that's the way you like to play, then that is the way you play. This is your simulation, not mine, and not anyone else's. Play the way you like it to play. But in my case, I turned everything on hard. Yeah, man, just practice landings and takeoffs. Wow, nice there, Flight Sergeant. That is going to be a very, very nice landing right there. Well, kind of bumpy in the end, but yeah. Is this a standard runway without enhanced scenery? Yeah, it is. It is, actually. Yeah, it is. Pokey Tugboat landed here as well. Pokey Tugboat just landed. I'm not sure who Pokey Tugboat is in the chat, but if you are in the chat, please give a shout out. But yeah, I will do a circle of the airport in a bit. But yeah, this is basically standard. Yeah, nothing done to this. This is not hand-drawn. Bush Blammo just landed as well. AJ Rawlings coming in next. In the Spitfire. Followed by Brace Yourself. I think Brace Yourself is also in the Spitfire. Yeah, the two Spits just came in. Ah, man, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Gear helps. Yeah. Well, let's just say this is the emergency brake. That is hilarious. Gear does help. Yeah. All right, guys. AJ Rawlings is on the end of the runway, yes, and now I saw Jamel coming in, as always, in the caravan. Look at that, guys. Oh man, it was. Oh, that is such a shame. And you've been run over by Jamel right there. Okay, excellent landing. Drunk Simming coming in as well, followed by Quirt and Shadabel. And we have still up in the air. Who do we have up in the air? Weem is still up in the air. Anyone else there? Nope. Look at that. Quirt doing a flyby over the runway. Drunk Simming coming in with the Spitfire as well. Guys, you can get this thing now in the shop, in the marketplace. And I can truly recommend it. Support those guys. Support those guys. It is such a cool plane. It is such a cool plane. Ah, look at that. Lovely right there. Shadowbell has made a very, very nice touchdown. A very nice touchdown as well. Alright, we have Weem still up in the air. And we have Quirt circling right there. That is cool, guys. But yeah, this is the airport actually. This is the airport. It is a standard airport. Nothing special, but it does look good. Even unmodified. This is just standard. And you can download a lot of airport improvements from, for instance, FlightSim.2, guys. That will upgrade a lot of airports and make it look a lot better. Ooh, missed Weem there. I missed Weem's landing. Oh, sorry about that, Weem. Look at that. Quirt coming in as well. Everyone's slowly but steadily moving in. Quirt, put that thing on the ground. You can do it, my friend. Put it on the ground, man. There we go. There we go. Oh. Need to get something. Yep. There you go. Alright. Break, Quirt. You can do it. Ooh. Yikes. You got the P-40 Tomahawk. No, I do not have the P-40B Tomahawk. No, I don't. It looks good, though. It looks really good. And the guys are also very, very nice. They're very nice. They're very nice indeed. They made a beautiful, beautiful product. Alright, guys. That was it for today. We had a lot of fun flying over Croatia. Tomorrow we will continue our flight over Croatia. That is the flight crew right there that followed along with us. Parachute! Exactly. But that is the flight crew, the cabin crew that flew along today with us. And it is a beautiful, beautiful group there, right there. Thank you very much for those biddies, man. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. That will help out quite a lot. Thank you. And yeah, today we are going to see if we can raid someone who is available for raiding. Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look. Oh, Fabio is up and running. Let's go to Fabio. Definitely. Let's go to Fabio. We all need to learn something. And yeah. Okay, guys. If you want to raid with us, please stay in the channel and give Fabio a shout out. Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time. See you then. Don't forget to laugh and smile. Bye-bye. Are you ready? I am now going to play for God. It is indeed. Here we go. We can raise the clouds. We are going to raise the clouds. There we go. And we're doing it again a little bit. Okay, there we go. It looks beautiful. Yes. Alright. Nope. Don't stall. Don't stall on me now. Ah! I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. City for the next fly. City for the next fly will be Innsbruck. It is Alt F4? No. Oh, dang. I fell for it. I actually fell for that. Next one. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. Whoa! Right. Well. Oh. No, no, no. Oh, no! No! And this time. Oh, break! Ah, no! Oh, no! Thank you very much for being here. Let's go to Fabio.